What is up, everybody? I need to make a minor tweak in my mic settings because I just realized, though I set the settings on the actual microphone back to normal, I did not fix the settings in OBS. There they are. That's what I'm after right there. Alright. That should be normal volume. It was just slightly overblown. How you guys doing? Look! It's a stream! Guys, we're doing it! Everything's not currently on fire yet that I can see.
That's fucking teamwork!
Doing regular people stuff, and we're even on time for the early Wednesday stream, even though I was streaming at 3 a.m. We're doing it. We're doing it. Totally legit gaming. 2 months in a row. Doink! You were the shiniest, Squidling. Thank you for your continued support. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. Hiccups. So, today's question is not, are we going to be okay to stream? Today's question is, what can possibly go wrong? What do we have left? I mean, the problem is we now have an infinitely lurking what can possibly go wrong because it's the webcam thing. Because again, problems that solve themselves will re-break themselves. So that's the thing that can still go wrong is the same thing as the last thing that went wrong, just going wrong again. Although my temporary solution to that is just to completely unplug the overhead table cam while I'm doing regular streams. I'm only gonna plug that in when I'm using it and just hope that that doesn't blow up everything in the universe. AC was pretty goosed. It was a pretty goosed Warhammer stream. It was blurry and had shitty audio, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. We're figuring shit out. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna do this properly. One of the big things I need to figure out is why my webcam, my second cam, oh, it's probably out of focusing. I forgot to turn that off. I like to fix that. That takes like 2 seconds. Why my second webcam is not sending the whole range, like the whole spread to OBS, which is causing me to have to put the webcam very far back to the table, which is further than I should have to put it back. We'll see. Why not both? Why not everything break? Squid, just wanted to thank you for playing Axiom. It's a great game and almost as enjoyable watching you play as once to play through myself. Love the story. Who's the bad guy? We'll find out soon, I'm sure, because we need to finish that. That's step one. Step one is finish Axiom Verge. Due to a series of explosions in my computer, still have not actually finished Axiom Verge. Although we are at the very end, I hope. And seriously, if there's some Castlevania Symphony of the Night inverted castle level bullshit, I just don't think I'm gonna finish it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm digging it, but I'm not that into it that I want to spend any more than the rest of like the 2 hours we have before Pathfinder on it. Even if there's just regular more content and I haven't beaten it by the time it's Pathfinder, I think it's just going to remain unbeaten. Because it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's pretty good. It's not like super amazing or anything. I think I might be able to add a stat scheme or some kind of Warhammer stream, so it's a bit hard to follow what's going on. But yeah, I wasn't trying to make any like super fancy thing right now. So here's the problem. Here's the 3 problems with Warhammer stream. The 3 big problems I need to figure out. Audio quality, video quality. Both were poor on the Warhammer stream. And I'm not at my computer. Which means I can't do anything. I can't do anything to the stream that would require updating like stats. There's no possible way I could do that unless I walked all the way over to the computer and manually did things every time I wanted to update it. Because the computer is at the opposite side of the room from me, which is a series of problems. It means I can't change anything, I can't update anything, I can't actually see subs because I learned either it's Moobot or just the mobile app. One of those two things is a piece of shit, and whichever thing is in fact a piece of shit, most subs aren't visible on mobile. I didn't actually know that because I never really used the Twitch mobile app that much. But Moobot definitely is supposed to welcome every sub, and I think Moobot welcomed one of them that I saw in the whole time we were playing Warhammer. It welcomed one sub, and I could see Moobot's line to know that somebody had subbed, because I can't hear the notifier, obviously. I don't see it in the mobile chat, because it doesn't even send to mobile chat that somebody resubbed. It only sends out the desktop chat. So unless Moobot says something, I can't see somebody subbing while we're playing 40k. Have Rat Dog on the computer, obviously. I don't know if Rat Dog's up to the task. Rat Dog currently isn't up to the task of exclusively pooping outside. That's apparently still a work in progress. So I think running the computer is going to be a little more than he can handle. But like I said, it was just a test. It was like a 2-3 hour stream of just trying out the Warhammer shenanigans. It's in the VOD for anyone that wants to take a look at it and see how it was. See what we ended up with. Let's finish Axiom Verge. Let me find Axiom Verge because I don't have this on Steam, actually. There it is. And now OBS is going to autistically capture my desktop for about 30 seconds. I have no idea what caused it to do that. Top 10 questions science can't explain. I could live to be 300 and I would never know why when I launch Axiom Verge, OBS just captures my desktop for like 30 seconds and then captures Axiom Verge. The world may never know. How about your roommates in the room? More bodies equals better audio quality. See, oh, that's another problem. That's not a huge problem, but it is definitely another problem. That, holy shit, it is so hot in here with the fan turned against the wall so that it's not blowing anywhere near the mic. All of these lights on to try and light up that side of the room. The computer running at full retard to stream, and 2 bodies. It is so fucking hot. Is it just me, or does Squid look different? Darker? I might be slightly darker. I mean, I had to fuck up on my webcam settings to do Warhammer. So this is just, I just kind of went whoop, 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 and threw them back to approximately where they were and called it a day. So step 1. We're gonna fight that boss again. Except we're gonna fight him like a winner this time. But yeah, I might be fucking Shadow Squid, who knows? It might be Nega Squid. Who knows? So, there's a little optional boss up here that we just barely beat last time that I wanted to fight again, because it was a really cool fight, and I'm relatively certain, given any amount of decent do-goodingly, I think I could beat him without getting hit. That's not the lightning gun. So now where I can hit you. Thank you. Damn it. I wanted to stay completely at full health. I still could get there if one of these guys drops health for me, because there's one more. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. By the way, Mar-Ur is fucking cancer. It's the worst zone in the game, saving the temple. That's only because it's so hard to speedrun. I don't think it's that bad. Oh yeah, there's this guy who just fucking camps you on the door. It's really annoying to get through Mar-Ur without getting hit at all. But I don't think it's that terribly difficult. As long as you hack everything. If you try to just whiz through without hacking shit, you're gonna have a bad time. It's absolutely horrible if you don't hack. Alright, let's see if I can do this business. So we learned the strat here. Which is only bother shooting at him while he's throwing mines. Otherwise, it's just too risky to try to get hits in. You just have to be patient. Which is my fucking kryptonite. Because I want to shoot him always. I fuck up the teleport. Damn it. Like I said, I don't want. Like I said last time we were actually streaming, I don't. What the fuck? He just derped. I don't want to spend a billion attempts trying to do him without getting hit. But I definitely have a reliable system if he doesn't just derp and go back across the room for no discernible reason. And teleporting is just wonky. Teleport, you fucking dingleberry. You goddamn pickle. The lower he gets, the more mines he shoots, which just makes it easier, because that's your 2 damage to him face. Give me the stuff. Okay. Yeah, once you have a system, it's super easy. Fuck off, Mook. Hold this. I think we get an asset help from killing him. It's kind of weird you don't get anything else from killing him. You don't get any cool stuff. I kind of thought you'd get like a weapon or something for beating that guy. But it seems you do not. Hello? Oh yeah, the rave bots. Hacking only makes these slightly better. I forgot about the disco drone. Hacking only makes them very slightly better. Stop. These admittedly are about the purest form of cancer that exists. Where does this go? To some... Oh, a letter. To a letter. Drishka's suspicions were correct. Rebirth logs show that a man named Aethetos came here once before. Hundreds or possibly thousands of years ago. Okay, what? So this is a... Alright. Purple's in English, right? Purple means it was originally in English. Yes. So... This... means these aren't all from Aethetos like I thought they were. I thought all the purple recordings that were actually in English were from Aethetos, but this one is about Aethetos. Can't I do this? I can do it 2 deep, can't I? Oh. Yes, I can, but that's probably King Asshole up there. The grenade gun does more damage per shot than the standard gun. Does it really? Fair enough. So there is a gun that's just better than the default gun, finally. Hold on. Hold on, stand by. I didn't chart the top square. It must be filled in. The map must be completed. Hello. I see you too are a believer in the hot pants. I've been wondering when you'd come. It's been, I've been stuck here for a fucking while. It's good to know there are at least one other people in the universe. So, what's all this business? You doing okay, buddy? It protects me from the pathogen. That seems like overkill. I previously used a much more portable device, but the Risaki destroyed it. This ungainly machine merely prolongs my demise. Is it true you actually threw this whole virus on the world on purpose? Because that seems not like something I would do. Yeah. So, there's a reason, right? Clearly there was a reason. If I tell you too much, your captors will have to kill you. But try this. Long ago, this world, Sudra, was the doorway to an unrivaled civilization. Like a port on the way to the greatest nation ever envisioned. But the port had a collapse. By the time I came, they barely remembered who they were. They regarded their own technology with superstition and religious reverence. What, is this fucking Holy Terra? Did you find the Emperor? Is this the machine mind? When I first crossed the breach from Earth to Sudra, I was expecting to find enlightenment. Instead, I discovered they were using the breach to keep out the greater universe. In their superstitious culture, the outside universe is taboo. For this, I do not regret removing the main obstacle in my path. So, let me get this straight. Your solution was to just kill literally everybody on Sudra, just to be able to use it as a bridge, basically. Okay, so what do you think will be for a second? Millennia of scientific, cultural, and technological progress. A civilization so advanced, we look like actual cavemen. That is what is on the other side of the breach. Death, disease, war, famine, all of our problems could become things of the past. But the Sudrans were a wall. This is literally their Garden of Eden. The loss of a single planet's worth of people against the entirety of humanity's survival. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, you did it. Obviously you have the breach attractor, so why don't you just turn it off? The Risaki with a flaw in my plan. They are masters of war. If I disable the breach attractor, I free them too. But, Seamus the MacGuffin Jackson, with you here, we have a chance. You wanna help me out? Do you wanna come help me fight giant death bots? I don't know. I've seen Elsa Nova. They definitely are giant death bots. Alright. No, you're insane. Alright. I guess I gotta fight you with this machine then. Can I not crouch? Move, you fuck. Ducking is being super glitchy, and I don't know why. I don't know why ducking is being so glitchy. Can you please stay crouched? Literally all I need to do is stay crouched so I can shoot the thing. That's all I need you to do. Why is crouching so glitchy? Stay down. Stop standing up for no fucking reason. Or keep doing it, I guess. Whatever. I guess I could use the data bomb because it does more. Hey, Elsnova. What's up, baby? If you can do that, will you stay crouched? Literally just stay crouched. What the fuck? I'm not even moving. I'm just holding down. Just stay crouched. Why do you keep standing up? I don't understand what's happening. Why do you keep standing up? Is there some mechanic to crouching I'm just missing? Like, is crouching weird in this game? All you have to do is stay crouched. That's all I want you to do. Oh, I can hurt these with this. Oh, it makes more though. Will you stay down? Oh my god, stop standing up. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the hardest fight that shouldn't be hard I've ever done in my life. Stop standing up! Stay crouched! Why are you getting hit with lasers? Help me understand. This is really simple. Just stay down. Elsnova, do the thing. Use your humongous amount of nipple guns. Oh. These ones are much worse. It's like their shots sometimes just hit me. Their second salvo always hits you, regardless of whether you're crouching or not. The second salvo is at a weird angle. Yeah, their second salvo auto hits. Oh, these ones all just hit you. They're just too big. I don't know how to survive this one. This is cancer. This is the most purified form of cancer I think I've ever experienced. This is Cancer Prime. Thank you, Elsnova. Oh, it appears I have lost. Yeah, you lost. The giant death bot's here to do giant death bot stuff to you. We broke the thingy. We're so good at stuff. Hold on. One more thing. One more thing. Please hold. We talked about this, Nova. I thought, did we not agree we are not going to kill Pink Hot Pants McGee in the test tube? Come on. He doesn't even have a breach attractor anymore. What could he possibly do? This is not the chance I can take. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I was going to kill them or they were going to kill me. Hey, the toast. Come on now, baby. Okay. I guess just vomit a laser beam into his face. I guess it's over then. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. What if he could have been redeemed? What if Paladin storylines? Look, Seamus, the MacGuffin Jackson. You are not him. He chose wrongly, not you. But now it's time for you to get the fuck off of my planet. What? I do what? I don't know anything. Do not worry. I have fixed problem. I am suddenly extremely tired. Why do I feel like this is not fixing the problem? Go to sleep. Go to sleep, child, have no fear. God damn you, Elsinova. As for what happened next, I was back, but this was different. It's as if nothing ever happened. The laser lab had still collapsed, but I was uninjured, and nobody else seemed to think that was strange. I can't stick around a whole lot longer. Tried to go back to my former life, but it felt wrong. I didn't know who I was anymore or where I belonged. Had to get back to Sudra to find the truth of things. I started with what I'd learned there. I had to get back to Sudra and kill everybody. I was determined to get to the bottom of it. It was all I had left. This dude looks like fucking Wolverine in this picture. Yeah, why can't we at least keep small? We couldn't keep small. So we gotta go back to Sudra to inevitably decide that we should probably just gas the whole population again. I suppose. Go, gadget, infinite cycle. Then this is how you become Aethanos. Yeah, I guess it's a stable loop kind of thing. Because surely we inevitably go back to Sudra to see what Aethanos saw, which is the perfect, like, utopia on the other side of the breach.
Welcome, Squidling, to the Squiddy Pool.
And these Sudrans standing in the way. So obviously I'm gonna decide to gas them all again, and then the Rusalkian war machines are gonna stop me. Oh baby, how good is a stable time loop? Bloody hilarious. Welcome to the Squiddy Pool, you are the shiniest Squidling. Thank you for your support, and glad you could join us, my friend. So, ironically, it's always the weird question with the chicken and the egg thing. Because seeing Sudra, see the thing where you press button, oh yeah, taking advantage of those still half off new subs. Which we still got a couple days of that, the half off new sub action. 0 shekels go to Twitch. All you 250 goes to the channel. It's pretty neato. Keep side with Aethanos and break the loop. No, you don't get a choice. You don't actually get a choice. You just tell Aethanos he's crazy, because I guess without having seen the civilization on the other side of the rift, you don't believe that it's possibly worth genocide and whatnot. And then you just go back and I guess do exactly the same thing again. Or whatever. But no, there was no choice. He just says, screw you, you're crazy. There was no actual choice. Final stance. Difficulty, Dudepocalypse. 11 hours of going through this, 76% of the items, 94% of the map, 20 deaths, not too bad. Wish there was an option to pick Aetos aside. Yeah, it's kind of lame there's no actual choice. There's never an actual choice. Alrighty, so we finished that up. We still don't have Pathfinder for like an hour. So, why don't we play some Dankest Dungeon? Is that green screen thingy up there in the corner? Is that a fucking piece of green screen up there? Motherfucker! Hold on. I fix. Problem solved. Let me get in the Dankest Dungeon. Apparently, Dankest Dungeon has an update. That update is done. That was a very small update. Yeah, to be fair, if you sided with Aethetos, I'm pretty sure you would just... Well, I don't know. I would say you'd immediately die because all the Risalki would just annihilate you. But I don't know that that's accurate, actually, because if they were capable of going up there and just fighting Aethetos straight up, they would have. They would have... Well, I mean, I guess they needed me to fix their bodies. But they wouldn't have needed me to go up the elevator once else Nova had her body back, if that was all there was to it. So there's definitely more to it than that. There's more than just they would run up and go crazy. I think they can't because the breach attractor keeping them away too. Oh yeah, I guess that is what it actually does, huh? Which is why when I break the little thing and power it down temporarily, else Nova can come do some strafing runs on it. But it's like, if we sided with Aethetos, what could we do? We were stuck up there by the breach attractor. And if we left the safety of the breach attractor,
my obsession caused
else
this
Nova
great
would
foulness,
annihilate us.
and it is shameful that I must rely upon you
Because
to
she
set
is a
it right.
giant death bot. Oh yeah, and they also can hack my brain and just kill me. I love that these buildings actually start looking nicer as you get them repaired, like the guild hall. This looks cool now, and the blacksmith looks nice as compared to the abbey, which looks like a piece of garbage in the background. Like, as you upgrade them, they actually do start to look really nice. It's super noticeable in the guild hall because it puts out the banners and whatnot. All right. So last time on this game, we were considering what I'm pretty sure is ritual suicide. AKA my first level 6 mission. But this seems pretty neat. And like, Callan seems real ready for it. So it's a level 6 dungeon to fight a brigand raiding party and one brigand wolf, which I guess is a spooker boss. So, we're fighting brigands. Now, this guy is really good at killing dudes specifically because collect bounty does 30% extra damage versus people. So, I mean, you're really good to bring, but on the other hand, you're a zombie killer. Your job is to kill zombies. And we're not gonna fight zombies, we're gonna fight people. And, I mean, I don't know, but I'm guessing it's gonna be exclusively bandits. If not, just immediately a boss fight. I'm not sure. So, the fact that you get this bonus versus Unholy is not super helpful. It almost makes me want to run Zealous Accusation, but that's never really worth doing. You want to just try to beat somebody as soon as possible. I don't think humans have any shuffle skills. Nor do they have any way to take advantage of marking. But marking does make it more likely they'll hit me, so I guess I'll just round 1 mark every single fight if there's multiple fights. I'll just mark myself immediately and hope they hit me. And just become the wall. You have nothing that's... You have plus damage of torch below 26. I don't want to go into torch down, because torch down is crit zone and humans are crit machines. Your weapon's also fucking terrible. But then again, it's not like it really matters, because all your damage is dots. I mean, at least none of you have, like, human fearing or whatever. Which is good. None of you have human ass whooping either. It's possible, because I've been thinking about this. It's been a couple days I've known this is the next thing I was going to do when I get on Darkest Dungeon. I was thinking about doing this. The trade-off, of course, is this Hellion is not level 6. But she does have Manslayer, which makes her better at whooping dude ass. And she does have Yawp, which is probably gonna be really, really good against people. And she does have Iron Swan, aka, no, it's not Quarreling, it's Blanket Firing is what the Brigands do. But the high-tier Brigand Blanket Fire actually is a bastard. The high-grade Blanket Fire is spooky as fuck. What I might do is actually bring If It Bleeds, so I can hit 3 and 4 perfectly fine. Fuck, I could even bring Bleed out. I don't know what the boss is going to be in slot 1 though. It's a total crapshoot. The bosses have been in all sorts of slots. If I bring Bleed out and the boss is in slot 1, that's going to be like a cool opener. But then if he's not in slot 1, it's just not going to do anything. I think we're going to run this. And, I am just gonna buy... this cures Bleed, though. Curing Bleed is really good against Brigands, because it's the fucking knifey hands guys that do all the damage. And it's because they do a shitload of Bleed. So you're gonna be nice, because you're gonna be doing this a lot, honestly. Just trying to get our Bleeds down. But you being able to self-remove a Bleed would be nice in case it gets really stacked up on you. But yeah, we do have a Plague Doctor. I think I can get away without using this. My plan... I mean, I can still... Can you not back out of the embark screen? Does it always say that? Oh, it always says that. You can still back out. Like, I don't want to go. I just want to look at it. You can back out of the embarking screen, right? I just want to look. Like, I'm going to buy literally all of this, except these, because I don't know what these do. I'm going to buy straight up all of this shit.
That's fucking teamwork.
All of this is coming. I'm going to have 6 of these, which I can use to mash down the debuff from Yopping. I would have 6 bandages to deal with bleeding. I'm going to bring 6 anti-venoms just in fucking case. They don't try to throw me a screwball. And, the boss bandit is actually a fucking blight monster. So, I'm gonna buy literally all of it, which still hope it works out. T-Mac, oh, that's T-Mac. That's not a regular sub. That's T-Mac with a double sub. And with 25 months in a row, the old Lord of Chi rises once again to spread the good word. You were the shiniest, Squidling. Thank you for your continued support over 2 years in the Squiddy pool. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. And we got some real long-term subs. Never forget, all of you guys, how much I appreciate you. Also, who's in the wagon? Garbage. Fuck the wagon. Alright. The question is... Sneeze. Oh my cheek. The question is a level 5 Hellion with Manslayer gonna be better at fighting bandits than a level 6 Crusader? with Warrior of Light. Because to be fair, he does have just a flat 10% damage. And I think the answer is yes. And because the reason is I can hit every rank with her, and Yop is just so goddamn valuable. Yop is too good. The camping skills are irrelevant because it's short. We ain't camping. So how do you think it's like a shitload of damage to people? Oh, well, not even cures horrors. Is that what it does? Fair enough. I think this is the solution. So what's the plan? Here's the strat. We go in. If Brigand Bonerstein has high prot, I mark him with the Bandito. If he has high dodge, I mark him with the Arbalest. Hopefully, the appropriate marker will go first, but if not, whatever, I'll just have them do something else the first time. For the first turn. And, we'll get the appropriate mark. Possibly both marks, if I really need to debuff him. You can stun the backline if he shows up with, like, a squad like the 8-pounder did. You can stun the backline, remove bleeds, and just do dots. You can stun the front lines, do bleeds, and hit everybody. You two are just gonna do a truly fucking atrocious amount of damage. I really hope he's in slot 1 or 2. If he's in slot 3, that's okay. If he's in slot 4, I'm sad, but at least I can spam him with this and get his accuracy down to like 0. Or negative 33 at least, so maybe he'll just miss like a bastard. So, this guy just barely like turbo leveled. You need skills desperately. Your skills are sad and depressing. Good news, I have some shekels. So that now heals for 3. 140% stun, and the holy shit, he's so blighty. He's so fucking blighty. I love it. All right. Who else needs? You all just recently leveled. You're my first 6s. So I need to be a little bit careful with my schmeckles because I've only got so many schmeckles.
That's fucking teamwork!
Extra human damage sounds fantastic. I would love extra human damage because we are going to fight what I fucking assume are humans. So that's a 5% damage bump. We'll take that. Radiator, 37 months in a row. I missed the 3-year. Feels bad. Whoops. But holy butts, look at all these months. I can't hold them all. How are you, Squid? I'm doing good now that the stream is functioning and not giving me crazy technical issues. And you are doing good as well, my shiniest Squidling, I assume. Thank you for the over 3 years of support. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. I'm going to hold off on upgrading those last 2 and see what all I have, because there's a lot of stuff to upgrade. I have a lot. I have to upgrade what's really valuable here. Your heal is pretty valuable. So is your nuke, though. What do you run? Shoot, mark, blind fire, bandage. That's not a huge upgrade. I do have a lot of trinkets to blender if I need to, you're right. Higher if it bleeds. If it turns out it's not immediately fighting the boss, I'm going to throw this on just to try and keep her... Well, fighting bandits, the way I keep healthy is by killing all of them immediately. I really just need them to die quickly. It's hard to leave bandits up and maintain, because bandits do a lot of fucking damage. I want this for the stun chance. 165% stun. I want this for the higher bleed. I guess 5% accuracy, 1% crit chance is worth it. 10% damage versus stunned. I don't know how much that's going to happen because you're generally going to be hitting them with collect. Alright, let's hold here because there's still gear. Okay, at least one of my people already has a full damage fucking weapon. She has Millicent. See, it's like, does it matter? Your damage doesn't really do much of anything. Your speed does scale off this, but it might go up to 9 maybe. I wish I could see. I wish I could see what level 5 was. I think I'm gonna upgrade the furnace. I need 8 papers.
In the end, every plan relies upon a
This
strong
is cheap
arm
enough.
and tempered steel.
He does go up to speed 9 with the highest weapon. Urideeps. I'm about to vendor some trinkets. The Widowmaker, Urideeps. Oh god. I don't want to send you in woefully underprepared for this. God, the armor's just, it's so big an upgrade. Alright, how many trinkets can I throw in the meat grinder? How many dumpster bag trinkets do I have? We have to ask the question. What am I ever gonna... Okay, let's look. Are there high-grade trinkets?
Welcome,
Because the higher ones
Squidling,
definitely
to
sell
the
for more.
Squiddy Pool.
And holy shit, speaking of more Mason death, jumping back into the Squiddy Pool with the Pentasub. Mesa, my friend, welcome back. You are the shiniest Squidling. Thank you so much for all that support. Glad you're enjoying the content. That's some meaty fucking giving right there. Are there any high-grade artifacts I can sell because I'm not ever going to use them? I feel like... How much does this sell for? 3,700. That's pretty goose to... I have literally never used this before. I feel like... No, Windows 10. Don't be like this. Don't turn all this off. Oh no. Windows, what are you doing? Windows froze.
Always scan this section.
No! Ah! Windows, what are you doing? It crashed Darkest Dungeon. So far, my experience on Windows 10 has been fantastic. I don't know what it did, but it crashed Darkest Dungeon. I'll never forget you, Darkest Dungeon. You were the darkest of all the dungeons. Windows, why have you betrayed us as per usual? The good news, I shouldn't lose anything because all I've been doing is thinking. Worst case scenario, I have to click on some upgrades again. I've just been thinking. Because this mission is spooky and I don't want to do it. This mission is really fucking spooky. I'm afraid of this
I
mission.
can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor.
Okay, the upgrades
But I
all
was
suck.
dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Alright, yeah, it's just like it was going in to sort the trinkets. Alright, so high grade things I don't use. I've never used this. This has never been useful. Not once. I don't need 2 of these. I don't see a universe where I run the Fortifying Garlic, but... Or the Wrathful Bandana, honestly. Because the problem with the Wrathful Bandana is... I usually don't run her with a Vestal. I could also bring a Vestal instead of the Plague Doctor, but I want that anti-bleed. I want that anti-bleed real bad. Whenever I bring the Arbalest, I need her to heal. There's pretty much always gonna be something better than that. Grave Robber is stupid. Get that Grave Robber exclusive shit out of here. That's terrible. That's pretty okay. Don't need both these. Alright, have we funded our adventure? Alright, now when one of you dies, it'll be a horribly crippling monetary loss. We're ready. We're ready. So. Obviously, you're taking this. Bandits are not very stressy, but I'm kind of concerned that bandit just means people. It doesn't mean bandit, it just means guys. And that there are going to be madmen, so why don't you also take the Book of Sanity? I am concerned that madmen are considered bandits. I don't even know if there's gonna be trash. It might literally just be a boss fight. Regardless, I am concerned about spreading into a place that may be madman spam with a plus 25% stress trinket. Man, if I lose this expedition, we're just so fucking buttered. Like, if these guys all go in here and die horribly, I'm so fucked. So fucked. Has anyone died yet? No. I have to bring this, though. Plus 40% stun chance. That brings up to 180% chance to stun, which means even a boss in the backlines, I would hope I have a decent chance of stunning. Anything that's not a boss, you stunned, bitch. Like, that's stun town. At 160% chance to blight on my 2 abilities. Put on the whooping hat. Who's got crap accuracy? You actually have kind of crap accuracy, but so do you. All the damage in the world doesn't matter if you're not hitting them. Because realistically, 105% accuracy when everyone's got like 20-something dodge is not great. Why is updating drivers bad? Jim, they do want that to happen. Yeah, just every time I update stuff, it gets scary. It gets spooky when it gets updated. We're setting a solid speed 7. I don't want to output down. I don't want to tank your speed by 3 is the problem. I mean, I kind of do. Usually. But if Cryptic can reach him, I actually want you marking. So if anything, I want you faster. I mean, this is pretty good. The Sun Ring's pretty solid. We'll just keep you... You can be speed 9 on the first round. So you can probably get down some super good marks. We're gonna keep these torches fucking lit. I am spooked. It gives you a flat 40% dodge. That gives you 40 dodge. You're a dodge tank, lady. I kind of want to give somebody the ham sandwich seal. Because I'm just really afraid of this, and I feel like it's very likely, I don't know, my front line who's getting repeatedly fucking stabbed might end up on death's door, and then having 79% death blow resist and going absolutely full retard on death's door may be helpful. But then again, it's basically a 15% max HP, no downside. Which isn't super awful, I guess. 15% max HP, no downside, and then massive bonuses if I do get to death's door. It's not the end of the world. But I could definitely do better. I don't want to tank your speed. Give it a bleeding pendant for once. I was actually thinking about bringing something with bleed resist. I literally don't have a single bleed resist item. Oh, I had the bloodied fetish. And the fortifying garlic. I might just give her the martyr seal. Is it time for ham, guys? Are we gonna step into Hamtopia? Am I giving her the martyr seal just on the assumption she's gonna get fucking murdered? Like, that kind of seems like I'm building for failure. I almost want to give this guy the legendary bracer just to make sure that the arbalest goes first and the arbalest can mark him so he can just collect the shit out of somebody. Because he's gonna do so much damage. I'm doing it! He's gonna do so much damage! Because hers is the minus dodge mark, right? Yeah, you don't need 15 accuracy if you're hitting the one the sniper called out. I feel like you're super underestimating the martyr seal. I mean, it is really good if you get the death's door and the death's blow resist. I mean, if you get hit to 0, it's really good. But even without that, it's still 15% max HP, no downside. I'm bringing it, am I not? I'm not super underestimating it. I'm just regular underestimating it. If I was super underestimating it, I wouldn't be bringing it. Okay, so our torch needs to stay high for the sun ring. I almost just want to give you Chirurgeon and just accept that you're going to be healbotting. How many people have you killed yet? But I really feel like that's about... I don't know why I'm so afraid of this mission specifically. Maybe because I've had multiple days of internal fear buildup knowing this mission was coming. I almost just want to say, fuck it, you're healing. But at that point, it's like, why not just bring a level 5 Vestal? You heal in emergencies, and I need to generally get the chaff cleared out as soon as possible so I can keep people maxed out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Bandits are spooky, yo. We might as well just still get loot, right? I'll also bring a couple of these just in case. I'm bringing fucking everything, including an extra bandages in its own slot. I ain't fucking around here. We're going hard. This is not time to be cheap. Has killed Necromancer Lords. Afraid of bandits. Because bandits are way spookier. The only boss that's really made my asshole pucker that's not the Shambler is the bandits. The fucking bandit cannon. Like, bandits are fucking scary. That's been my experience with Darkest Dungeon. Hey, here's this island with a mansion that is full of crazy eldritch shit and zombies and fish people and like necromantic pig beasts and literal animated piles of flesh. This guy over here is a 3-story tall pig with a massive axe. Also, there's a couple of just you know, B-tier highwaymen standing on the road, but we don't fuck with them because they are way spookier than all the Lovecraftian shit. Let's go fight all the Lovecraftian shit. Bandits hurt, yo. That's true. It is bandits that have also survived all the Eldritch shit. They're bandits that have been fucking forged in the fires of war. Also, it's definitely my first level 6 mission, which is just scary in and of itself. I'm bringing like 12 torches and 4 shovels. This is so wildly overprepared. But I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to survive. I just want to survive this mission. Oh shit, is this actually in the hamlet? This is cool as fuck. Except that the hamlet's on fire, which seems like it's dramatically negative, but I'm guessing that's just for a cool backdrop. Don't make me pick a 50-50 immediately. So, there's a 50% chance I walk directly into Brigand Wolf, and a 50% chance, I assume, I have to fight a shitload of bandits for no reason. And I can't camp. So, I would really like to not have to fight a shitload of bandits for no fucking reason. Always go left. These are some long-ass hallways, too. It's gonna be like a bandit fight in every fucking square. Oh my god! It's gonna be a bandit fight on every— Hold on, why are they— Interesting, they're mixed race. These are peasants. Sir, I literally gave you a bracer to tank your speed specifically. Oh, do you have also have quick draw? I use on guard, which is like better quick draw. Okay. These are mooks. There's 2 like tier 1 apprentice fucking mook assholes. And these are tier 2s? This is interesting. I don't know how I feel about this.
Eradicated.
Yeah. Anything with the highest tier is not super scary. Might as well kill this guy before he has to go again. These beads, though. That was actually perfect. No! Okay, good. Nice dodge. Hold up. These fucking beats. Hold the phone here. The music is super dope in this mission. He's got 1 goddamn health.
Destroyed.
Collected. I feel bad. I just collected the shit out of a tier 1 peasant. You know what's going into Pathfinder playlist? I'm pretty sure this is in the Pathfinder playlist.
Give them no quarter.
Give me that speed buff for the
Foolish
It can't
powers.
seriously be every single
Walk low
square, right?
and
No,
breathe
because this
into
is an
the mud.
obstacle. It's just I just rolled one on the first tier. Okay, no, it's not literally every square. It just happened.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
But let me
and
look.
Purpose is made clear.
This one's not in the Pathfinder playlist, but I listened through. I'm using this for something. It's not on the default playlist, but it is being used for something. Do you like not know how to read a map, or? Okay. You found a map. You don't know how to read the map. Alright, 50-50, this is Sir Wolfenstein. Hello?
We require only only the strength to follow it.
Damn it. Oh, super damn it. Oh, Trip, they did bring him. He is considered a bandit. Also, these are all maxed here. Oh, this guy's a fuckboy right here. That's the asshole one. Shit. Kill this man. He's like a madman that also does damage. Kill this man. He's a dick. Now let's get some rabies before we go fight the boss here. Oh boy. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Everybody just calm down for a second. I'll heal you next turn, don't worry about it. Ugh, weak shot. Sorry, we can kill him with the AoE bomb, hopefully. I have to stay healthy. Where there's no camping and we're getting to a boss. I fucking hate the stabby bandits. God damn, they're so... Oh, he does mark. Maybe they do use marks. Got a pretty good chance of just stunning these guys again. Damn it, all that inability to read came back to haunt me. Could have foreseen such tragedy. Fucking start collecting. Oh, thank you. Please just get him out of here. I can't let him go again.
Decimated.
Kill yourself. We're gonna take some sanity damage here, such as life. Maybe not. He hasn't been stunned yet. You literally do no damage right now. That's fine. You're here to hit Yop a bunch of times. Shit. Oh, he's 43 dodge. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. High tier madmen are actually kind of spookers. You know, as long as we don't literally go insane, it's not a big deal. Problem is this dude has an ass load of dodge. I'm less concerned about you. Unless you do crazy damage to marks, which I don't know, actually. Can you please just die? It's one off lethal. Just fucking stun them forever. Keep stunning them so we can recuperate. Damn it, I can't fucking hit this guy! Open your eyes, Cryptic! Okay, he's dead.
A death by inches.
She still hits like a goddamn monster truck after all those Yops.
As the fiend falls,
Okay.
faint hope blossoms.
So every direction we go that's the wrong one, all one of them gave us a real big boy fight. Thanks. Ooh. What? That's new. Oh God. This is, I didn't agree to this. Well, alright, so context clues. This looks like it's probably just a circle. So I want to go this way, because I think this is gonna, oh my God, I bet it's just like 3 branches off that spiral into other shit. Oh my God, I have no idea what the boss is. Holy shit. Worst case scenario, we flee, right? We just flee the mission. Also, I can definitely just use food for healing, because we're not camping. Always turn left. No bonus, man. It's a low-grade madman. That's a mid-grade asshole. He doesn't do the sanity damage unless he's the top guy. No! No to both of you! Now, where'd they get all these dogs? They have so many dogs all of a sudden. We can't take this sanity damage. I have no way to heal this. This can happen.
Continue the onslaught.
We cannot have her fucking selfish or whatever when it's time for fight. This can't kill unless you crit. Fucking yop him up, I guess. There's a chance, there's a universe I kill him before he gets to go. It's not this universe. One off lethal. Oh, it's this universe. That was a higher hit chance. 90, 89. Cow drops. I literally need 1 damage on him, thank you. 1 damage, he just poofs. Wolf loves his dogs. Clues his name, I suppose. Oh yeah, I guess his name is literally friggin' fucking Wolf. More or less, so I guess it makes sense. Stop!
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Cease your faggotry. I said cease. 1 off lethal. Well, that means I can use the rest of the fight here. Healing up to the best of my ability. Because he's gonna die in his next initiative. It's a dog!
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I can only take so many high-level bandit fights.
In Radiance, may we find
Please,
victory.
just be the boss. Please. God damn it! That's the worst thing it could have been! No! Ah! Everything is awful. Everything is nice when you go the wrong way. This is horrible. Just
Their
Thank you.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
My butthole. Please. Oh god, he does sanity on his fucking AoE attack. Why? Jesus, come on, people. Not the time. Everyone needs to get off the suckatron. Spawn, thank you. This guy's gonna do stuff to us. Stop, please, stop, please. I can't take the sandy damage. Please make it stop. Oh my god. My anus. I don't want you to be higher speed, actually. He needs to fucking die. I can't sit here and tank this. Guy hurts like a mother. Well, he doesn't really hurt like. He hurts like a motherfucker because of the bleed. $95, 165, 70% chance of stun. Sir, please hold. Please hold. I'm gonna transfer you to my supervisor. I need to heal. Nobody's screaming me out. I'm fucking scared and everything is horrible and these guys are gonna murder me and I'm gonna fucking lose all my team. And my heart. My heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. You always cry when I need it.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I need money right now. Oh. That could use a band-aid, but I'm trying to save them for times of desperate need. That wasn't a time of desperate need. That was the time of regular need. I'm trying to save my band-aids. I guess I could have just used one so I had a slot. What's this?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Wow, Jesus.
Paid for in blood.
Okay, well, sorry, you're gonna go. I think I'm gonna kibosh on the keys, because the keys are just more loot. Jesus Christ. That is very useful, and here's why. I guess I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure I can swap trinkets in combat. Just like I can use any other item. So anybody who gets lower, or gets low, or to death's door, I can fucking fastball a martyr seal on them. And hope everything works out. Because she's got one already. If ideally, it would be one of these two, because it only do so much for the Plague Doctor. If one of these two gets low or death's doored, I'm just gonna fucking pitch a martyr seal on them, and they're gonna go ham. And hopefully not die. She's a weak grip on life, so like, please Jesus, take the wheel. Rip keys, I hope I don't need them. Alright, well, we went the wrong way. So I guess we're gonna continue going around the circle. That's fine, heal up everybody. I don't think you can change mid-fight. Can you not? You can do like literally everything else mid-fight. Shit. Maybe I should put this on her instead of Sunring before we go in. Actually, the medic screams aren't doing that much anymore because this is RNG anyway. The medic screams were good because, I mean, they're still a guaranteed +1. It's 5 to 6 instead of 4 to 5. That's not an argument. That's a good point. Switch now. See if I can switch back in a fight. I'm just gonna throw this on. What's your speed tanked by? We're not... Oh, Nocturne, alright, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to deal with that because I'd rather have the Sunring 2-speed. I'm putting her in slot 3 so that she can heal herself up, because she cannot heal herself from slot 4 because the heal can only be used on 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna heal her up. God. Even just like max tier bandit fights are terrifying. Max tier bandits are so goddamn spooky. Please just don't run into any more bandits. Surely that's all. Wow, I'm really glad I actually brought 4 shovels. Holy shit. I would have brought like 2. 2 is my normal to a short. No bandits? Well, that's not horrible, I guess. That's actually really cool because that gives me ludicrous value on my stun grenade, so we'll take those. Oh, I forgot to check. I'll check her out next turn.
Well struck.
It's the circus of values! Wow, she still hits really hard on the bleed attack. Holy crap, I didn't realize it still did big boy damage. I'm actually, like, not max tier gunners really don't do much of anything. I'm not concerned about you. You're gonna do what, yeah, like 2 or 3? And maybe a tiny minus speed debuff. You're dead. I don't concern myself with the rabble. I'd rather have you be gone.
monster's size has no intrinsic merit.
Unless extraordinary
inordinate
exaggeration.
exsanguination
Yeah, and then when he's in
is
slot 1, he
considered
can't do
a
fucking
virtue.
anything. Oh, that's beautiful. That's true poetry. I don't want to take the sanity damage for stalling. I'm gonna hit him with the bounty hunter. Hopefully she goes before the bounty hunter. Damn it. I don't want to take the sanity damage for stalling.
Impressive.
As much as I'd like to top him, I forgot to fucking check if I can switch trinkets!
So too will resistance.
Surely I don't need 7 bandages. That was a value fight, though. We're even getting stressed down from the crits and the kills, and everyone's almost at full. That was a good fight. That was a very good fight. Okay, so I'm gonna get in the habit. I'm just gonna have her eat some mash before I walk in. Because the last 2 rooms, the rooms seem to be only maximum tier bandits. And I want her in tip-top fucking fighting shape before we fight A-grade bandits. On everyone as much as possible. And you go back to your spot. Alright, so let's do this. Okay. He doesn't have any protection, and he doesn't have much dodge, and he only has 160 HP. The barrel of bombs, which is riposting. That red beam is, I'm assuming that's the same as the Prophet, which is just like, God fucking damn it, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm assuming that's the same boat as the Prophet, and that's just like, I'm really glad you have the Mortar Seal, because you're probably about to get Death's Door immediately. 20 marks on her getting one shot into Death's Door by this bomb. He gets 2 actions. 3, I guess, because he threw a bomb first. So the first question, is this worth killing? It's definitely not with a Plague Doctor, because I can't blight it. So, I mean, obviously, I'm just, the first move is obviously Blight Ring and Bolt, so. Do I start hitting this? How hard would I hit it? Hypothetically, if I wanted to hit it. Also, everybody should pop Holy Water, because that gives you bleed resistance, right? I don't know, and it gives you all sorts of shit resistance. I don't know what the fuck this dude's gonna do. So everyone pop Holy Water on your turn. How much, if I were to hit you, it's not gonna one-shot it without cutting it. Yeah, that's my worry, is what if it's like Wilbur? What if the barrel of bombs is just bait? I feel like the fact that it's riposting means I should go on it. I also have a not awful chance to stun him. I have a 65% chance to stun him. But it's only gonna stun him for 1 action. Okay, the riposte is pretty weak. It doesn't riposte if you kill it. Oh, that gets rid of the bomb! Oh! Oh my god, yes! Whoo! 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 Oh shit, it's back. Okay. And he summoned a fucking heavy guy. Well, that only further complicates things. Alright, so here's what I've learned. killing the barrel is diffuse. It gets rid of the bomb, and since I have no way to guard, if the bomb is on one of the back line, I should probably kill the barrel. But it took me 2 swings to do it. This dude is gonna go to the back line. He's gonna summon people in front of him, and he is gonna go to Africa. This dude's gonna leave. So far, in half of 1 turn, he's summoned 2 people. So, I think I want to just kill him. This is gonna spiral out of control if I can't kill him. He's guarding them anyway, so... Holy fuck! He summoned 2 in 1 round! Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Yeah, he has to die. I can't keep up with that. That is a pace I cannot keep. He has to die. Fuck me. Fucking Plague Grenade's gonna... Anything I do at the backline's gonna get me riposted. And it's not gonna do anything to barrel bombs. I think I just have to eat the riposte. He has to die. Oh, Jesus, that hurt a lot, actually. I can't keep this up. He's gonna summon 2 fuckboys per turn. I'm sorry. I hope this bomb doesn't kill you. But he has to fucking die. Good fucking shot! That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna yop them. Almost 100% stun chance. Oh, it stunned Wolf. That's not actually great. But it is acceptable. It's gonna cancel 1 move, but that's not actually fantastic. Fuck me, man. I can't reach him with fucking collect bounty. Damn, I wish I brought the hook. I can give him a Wapiti. I guess we're just hitting with regular blows. He doesn't seem to do much attacking, at least not so far. He seems really, he's here to, this is Super Collector. He's here to support these 2. He needs to fucking die. Just cut him to death. Please make him get more better. Oh, cool, he's a sanity dude. Adorable. Oh, how's that just gonna be? Oh my god! Cease! Cease this madness! Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah, he has to die! I can't keep doing this! He has to fucking die! Oh god. Today's episode of Dice. Do I heal her? Or do I get the sick Martyr Seal bonuses? Get her off that star. Someone will probably hit her and put her right back. Please, God. Oh my fucking God. This is insane. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill this man. He has to die. Oh my god. He's not marked anymore. Shit. The mark already wore off. The mark's only helping you. Fuck, is it worth spending 1 turn to mark him? Ah, I think it is, because you might go down and it. Is it worth spending 1 turn to mark him, or do I just YOLO out a shot?
A decisive pummeling.
I love you. Callan. Callan? Will you bleed, sir? Will you bleed? Callan, I fucking love you. You are an amazing human. You are my favorite person that has ever existed. I'm assuming they still have to die. So, you're not on death's door. I need to start working on them. He's dead. Bomb isn't an act. This dude's a dirty fucking hacker.
Slow death.
Please delete the bomb. Please delete the bomb. Please delete the bomb. Please delete the bomb. Thank you. We did it. We did it, chat. Holy shit. Callan, the 100% crit chance god.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, we did it. We won. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, we did it. Okay, I'm not saying I'm a complete psychopath, but hold up, let me get my highlight thing up here because I am absolutely
That's fucking
that was amazing.
teamwork.
That was amazing. Where's my notepad for highlights, which I need to do tomorrow? What's today? 9/27. I am literally like fucking heart rate going crazy right now. Oh god. I can't believe that fucking worked. Callan, the Lord God. Always here to... Callan is the protagonist. I know that there's actually, like, Dismas and Reynold, both of which who are still alive, but this fucking Arbalest right here, this is the protagonist of Darkest Dungeon. It is this woman standing in the back. Hubert. 30 months in a row. Hey, my dude, this is the first year I didn't randomly run across you at PAX. Whole stats 11 months. I know. I wasn't there. I'm already sad about it. But yeah, you are, I think, the only squidling I have met multiple times going to PAX, Hubert. And you are the shiniest squidling with 2.5 years in Squiddy Pool. Thank you for your support. Glad you're enjoying the content. I'm gonna have an actual IRL heart attack. It's not gonna be my party. I'm gonna have, like, a real life stroke. What's this? That's only accessible from the boss room. I was gonna go over here. I wasn't gonna go anyway. I was thinking about it because this room literally had an ancestral trinket in it. But like,
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
like worst case scenario, I can flee. But like, I've never failed fleeing. I've only fled from combat once or twice, and it worked. But I know there's a chance to fail fleeing, and I know that because in the gameplay options, there is a combat retreats can fail, which is one of the default options. So there's definitely not a... I can't not go to that, man. Look at... Oh, I'm glad I didn't throw the shovels out because I almost threw the shovels out. Holy shit, I need 3 shovels in here. Holy shit, there's 2 blockages. I needed all 4 shovels. Worst case scenario, the entire party dies before I flee, right? Hello? Oh, it's just a bag. Oh, it's just a bag.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I'm so glad I did this. I am so glad I did this. Holy shit. That's a fucking trinket. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're done. I can finally unclench my butt. You have earned that level 6, woman. Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Oh! Oh, my heart! Oh! Oh, my heart! But I already locked in 2 perks on him, and I don't want to spend any more on locking in a 3rd. But oh! Why? Why? Oh! Oh, my heart! Why'd you do this to me, Cryptic? Why? You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end
You literally
affords
can't
you
win in this
broad
game.
Tolerance in your choice of means.
There's no winning. You can't actually win in Darkest Dungeon. It doesn't matter what you do, everything just continues to get worse. What the fuck is this streaker? Why did it steal 8 of my trinkets? God, fuck. There's nothing I can do. Just get fucked, idiot. Okay. Well, as far as I can see, everything I really care about is still here. They didn't take any of the heads. They didn't take the bottle. They had this on me. They didn't take the candle. They didn't take the legendary bracer, the Vestal scroll, or the Wathful bandana. They didn't take my tambourine. Can I even identify what's missing? Chirurgeons is still here. The debuff stick is... Yeah, the debuff stick is still here. My Gotta Go Fast cape is still here. Just all my marbles. It took 1 of my scouting manuals. I definitely had 3 of these. But I'm pretty sure he just took a pile of shit. He took 1 of these. He took 1 or 2 of these. He took 1 or 2 of these. He took 1 or 2 of these. Like, he just took a pile of shit. Like, I don't really actually care. Oh, I lost the A-bombs. Very rare trinket. I lost the minus 25% stress when I transform. Which, to be fair, I wasn't super sold on being that good. Oh, and he took the other one. He took 2 locks. He took my... Oh, I had 2 protection ones and I sold the copy. Yeah, I had 2 of each of those. I sold the copy and then he took the second one. Damn it. Okay, so the A-bomb lock is gone. The one that's minus 25% stress when I transform, that's gone. Could have been worse. Could have been solidly worse. It's not the end of the world. I have 5 level 6s now. And you champions. Oh, it already took 1 off the roster. Oh, can I get them back? It scours lamp picking up the trinkets left by dead heroes and putting them in its rhinos. Can I get them back? Man, I'm just... Apparently you hit a point in the game when you start getting level 6 heroes where it's just like... I've got plot quests! Oh yeah, defeat the Shrieker to recover 8 of your lost trinkets. Yeah, okay, well I guess we're just gonna go kick Bert in the fucking teeth then. Plot quests! Right down the road. I'm gonna go beat some fucking trinkets out of a bird pinata, I guess. Well, this one's only 5. This one's not 6. I have lots of 5s. So we can build a... It's wheeled. So wheeled enemies. Oh, fuck, it's a champion build, though. Treesus is gonna beat the shit out of me. Oh, man. Champion wheeled is Treesus. Treesus is so mad. Treesus is gonna whoop my ass. I'm not worried about the bird, I'm worried about Treesus. Damn, I wish I wasn't poor. What did you just suddenly pull out this really fucking good shit? Hey, I see you have as thanks for saving the town, which was definitely on fire 10 seconds ago, I broke out the good stock. Here you go. Here is I mean, I hardly ever run Houndmasters, to be fair. But here's a pretty dope-ass Houndmastering trinket. It's healing received, which is spookier than healing done, because it applies to everyone healing him. That's pretty fucking cool. 20% stun chance on an A-bomb. That's probably better than the trinket I just lost. These aren't bad, but I'm kind of broke. I'm sorry. I'm not in a position to spend money right now. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for looking out for me. I'm glad we've been getting along a lot better recently. Just got me a fucking Eagle Eye Arbalest out of the bucket. She really wants to die, though. Holy shit, she desperately wants to die. Minus 10% max HP and minus 10% death blow. I'm ready and thirsting for death! Let's go! Alright, you need to calm down. Chill. I have never seen somebody who wants to die as badly as this Arbalest. You're the one true Vestal? Yeah, you're still here. You're still my only Vestal. How many Arbs do I have? I have 2. I have 4. I really like Arbalests. I really like Arbalests. I would like to purchase a 3rd Arbalest.
Bandage and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Do we have a Q-Bird here in this particular team? Or did you just sign up to be my 3rd Arbalest? Hey, I heard you just got a 2nd Martyr Seal. Guess who loves dying? It's me. I don't think your name is gonna fit in here. QRRBRBIRBELZ. Oh, holy shit, it fit. Alright, Q-Bird. Extra Arbalest. We take those. We certainly take those. And I think I only have 1 Hellion. I have 2 Hellions. Really? You're solidly meh. I mean, if I remove... The thing is, you have actually... If I get rid of off guard, you have quick draw, which is slightly worse on guard. Scared of literally everything that's ever existed. Except Eldritch Monstrosities. That explains why she came here. She came here to fight Eldritch Monstrosities and nothing else. I don't know about you. You're an investment, and I'm not a humongous fan of Hellions in the first place. It's gonna be solidly okay. Hey, what leisure activities do you enjoy? Well, you're not allowed to gamble, but you'll do literally anything else. You know what you earned? Where's Fuckboy? Oh, he's in Cloister. I just don't even see him. You know what you've earned is innate. You're getting laid. I choose you, you it's been a rough day. Accurate. I did just have to save the entire town. And nobody else was really that stressed out, right? You could use a little bit. You could use a little. Just go get drunk, I guess. I would throw you into the cloister, but you know, this jackass is currently occupying my slot. Alright, so we've done level 5 dungeons, right? Yeah, we've done a few. I've killed the Necromancer Lord. I have 2 trophies now. We just killed Wolf and I killed the Necromancer Lord, and I think that's actually the entirety of the level 5 dungeons I've done. It's just boss runs. I've never done a not boss run level 5 dungeon. So one that I actually have to explore. So, who are we gonna go beat a pigeon to death with is the question. But I believe that's a question for another time. Because not only is it 4, I do see that we have both Joe and Manshaw in the Discord here. And also Larkin now. The squad is assembling. So I think that asshole conquering experience is going to be all the darkest dungeon I do for today.
That looked like a wild ride.
Oh, did you see the wolf fight?
Yeah, I saw it.
That shit was spooky. That shit was real spooky. I am really glad that this Arbalest here has literally like a 90% crit rate. She is the hero of time. This is the protagonist of this fucking story. How long can I make a name? Oh, I can like fit the... I was gonna put Calino's Home 70 the protagonist.
Oh, I see.
Put that all in there. Chat says
Just
painted
put pro at the end.
Callan Pro. Callan Pro. And I'm really sad because Callan's usually here when his character does really cool shit in Darkest Dungeon. I think this is the one time he's missed, and it's by far the coolest shit his character did. Callan went so goddamn hard. In that mission as a whole, not just the boss fight, actually. So, chat, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm gonna turn the fan to face back in the general direction because I'm literally baking. I'm gonna go pee, maybe get some snackage, just generally prep for the Pathfinder experience. I'll be back in a couple minutes, and we will do some strange Aeons. In the meantime, feel free to spam Paint It Joe in all caps in the chat.
Man, I don't even care anymore. Whatever,
if you're not gonna go get your own snacks or pee or whatever. BRB, guys.
Talk the dude in here.
BRB. Paint It Joe. right, all right, all right. Welcome back, everybody. It is time. I have good news that came out of the whole disaster of the webcam blowing up everything. It seems like since I had to reconfigure everything webcam related in OBS, this scene doesn't cause OBS to hitch up and just drop a ton of frames anymore. It seems to be working consistently like it's supposed to. My face cam is a little dark. I'll fix that before Friday, because that's just literally I put a slider slightly too far. But for now, where are all my windows? There they are. There are all my windows. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some weekly Pathfinder.
No, I'm talking about the other 2 sessions. Hello.
God damn it, Squid came back too early.
Why were you?
He was gonna yell at me or say something
No,
stupid.
I was gonna, no, but you fucking dickhead talked about Pathfinder too much and I get asked Joe a question.
Oh, I mean,
you can ask
you
Joe
can
a
ask.
question while I'm here.
No, I'm not gonna, because fuck all of you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Joe,
What do
you
you want?
Fair
want
enough.
to take Prismatic Spray as your spell?
I thought about it. I don't.
I did show him that one.
It's-
just
I don't want
that
to
one
end up
did some
killing
work
everyone.
in Skull and Shackles against us.
yeah. Somebody I can't remember who it was. Who prismatic sprayed you?
Some
Was it,
dickhead in book 5, I
Was it
think.
Thrun?
It wasn't Froon didn't go long enough to
the
do
chick
it.
with the hook hand, wasn't it?
The chick with the hook hand.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow the whole lot down in the pirate campaign. The
No,
chick with
like
Froon
the
didn't even
magic
get like
hook
a...
hand.
Yeah, Froon didn't
Ooh.
even get a fucking turn.
Oh yeah, you literally just wombo comboed through out of existence, and it was actually just poetry in motion.
I slapped with a book. That was great.
I can't tell if that's capturing the wrong Roll20 window or not. No, it's
Oh.
the right one. We're good. So,
So we're 13.
I can't think who that was.
I had asked the
Yeah.
exact same thing!
Yeah, he's
Yes.
like, yes, we're
You guys are
13.
Yes. So, go ahead and
Let me,
flip those switches real quick if you apparently haven't yet. I imagine that both of you already are fully aware of what you want to do.
Oh,
So it's just
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what feed I want.
Matter of hitting the button, which means I do once again need to go through and update my quick reference sheet, but I will do that later. I can do that after this session. So,
I didn't up my CMD like by 4 like I thought I might, so
I have news, friends. That is
Bad news?
Pathfinder related. And
bad?
no, it's not bad news. It's great news actually. And
I was
Roll20
hoping bad
related.
news.
Roll20 put a pretty decent update out between now and the last time I played Pathfinder that I have not had the opportunity to explore yet. But if you didn't
Oh.
see it when you were navigating into your own windows of Strange Aeons, they added Advanced Fog of War, which is I don't know if Joe has ever played with Fog of War. Not dynamic lighting, but just Fog of War. Which is literally just I reveal the map piecemeal. They kind of have a new thing now with Advanced Fog of War that's a combination of the two. Think dynamic lighting, but everywhere you've ever seen stays permanently revealed. Like StarCraft style Fog of War.
Oh, wow, okay.
That actually sounds like in a lot of situations that would be very useful. And in situations where the dynamic lighting itself isn't as important, like not actively in combat in an area, that seems like it would be a much easier solution to go to. And that's pretty cool actually. And I'm gonna be setting that up probably for most maps and dungeons from now on. And only turning on dynamic, well at least we can try it out at least. And then turning on dynamic lighting as we need it, because it's pretty cool. Do you need to pay for that, or is it a free update? I'm not positive. I think it's free because it's not dynamic lighting, it's Fog of War. And everybody has access to Fog of War. It's just actually dynamic lighting that you have to subscribe to the website for. But I'm not 100% positive, so don't take my word on that. So, I haven't heard anything from Shemu, so we can live the dream that he will be here in a couple minutes like he usually is. It's always kind of a crapshoot, but he's usually here within the first half hour or so. But
Yeah.
last time on Pathfinder, you guys finished up your glorious heist to save Kaklatath from Biting Lash by buying her, which
Easy.
is far and away the easiest, safest, and simplest way to do it, and with a target as high value to you as somebody who has been contacting you via insane visions since, you know, the mad poet and appears to know about Neruzavin and some other places. For somebody that valuable, the safe route, the secure route, definitely one of the better ways to go. So, rather than take any risks, you bought her from Biting Lash and headed back to Kathir to try to finalize your plans with your Neruzavin expedition. You know you're going to the Parchlands. You know that's on a different continent to the east. And the Parchlands are such an unknown and vast, empty expanse of desert. There's no way that you'll be able to... There's nothing you even know of to scry, or any way to teleport any deeper than just the edges of the desert itself, where the farthest settlements are. Even the nomad tribes don't really travel that far into the Parchlands. There's just no reason to. There's nothing there. It's an inhospitable waste. On your way back out of the Blossoming Thorn, Kaklatath told 4 of you some interesting things. Those of you who were the supposed heroes of Thrushmore, those of you who seem to have your fates tied to whatever it is going on with Lowell's. Well, Omareth, as far as he knows, is just chasing after a dumb guy with a Necronomicon. I mean, I don't know how much you guys have, which is something we should actually establish before we get going. How much have you shared with Omareth?
I definitely would not have said that name.
Of course you wouldn't have.
And if anyone else looked like they were about to, I would have tried to stop them.
Wait, what name?
Exactly.
You're welcome, by the way.
That was a good setup. I'm sure everyone here appreciates the softball. But, you would definitely not have told him about any part of your adventures that involve certain... Joe, you're echoing real bad. Certain eldritch beings that you may or may not be familiar with. And is there anything else? Because, I mean, Omareth himself probably wouldn't really have asked. So, I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but I don't know how much he would have asked you guys or how much he would have shared about your prior experiences. Because, again, as far as he knows, the Mysterium is just sending him out to help recover the Necronomicon because that's an incredibly powerful artifact that you can't just have out in the hands of the madman. So,
I probably wouldn't have told much, personally.
yeah, a 2-part question is what you've told him, and Umreth, what would you have even asked about, if anything?
I mean, not much. Like, again, like, the only thing that is, like, of concern to me, is the Necronomicon. So I'm not gonna ask everyone their details. I, come from an area that prying on people's personal lives is usually pretty bad. So I'm not gonna, like, question them and grill them about everything that went on. But, anything they voluntarily told would have been fine. And I would have just asked, like, common stuff, like, you know, how did this happen? And it's like, oh, well, we fucking...
How did this happen?
Yeah, like how did you guys come across having to deal with this? Which would have a, you know, the answer being they woke up in the asylum probably would have sufficed. It been like, wow, that's wild. Let's get on with doing this.
I don't even know if they would have started the story there, honestly, because the relevant information you need to know is everything pertaining to Lowell's, which is like from...
Yeah, I was gonna
book
say,
2
probably
onward.
most of would have been information about Lowell's.
Yeah, I don't imagine they would have even voluntarily told you, oh yeah, we woke up in an asylum with literally no idea who we fucking were and everything was crazy and we killed a bunch of people. Like,
No, I wouldn't have told you much, but I probably would have said you're a dick at some point.
I mean, easily. Everyone seems to dislike me. I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything particularly bad that you know of.
So, you would have him caught up to speed on what you know about Lowell's, what Lowell's has done, and maybe, here's the kicker, what would you have told him about what Lowell's is doing? How much does he know about Lowell's intentions, other than it involves Neruzabin?
Yeah.
Well, he was there for the stuff, Aki said.
Yeah, I know he's trying to do the Greater World Project.
I mean,
Because
is
of
there
the
really
fact he
even
said-
that much to tell him?
I mean, you got
It's not like we really know that much. You just use the
you got a
Necronomicon to
little
do
bit
some
more than
weird
that.
shit.
I guess I'm more directly. Are you telling him anything Kaklatath told you? Because she told you a little more. But
I mean, so far we haven't.
all right, fair enough.
So I would assume.
Yeah, as the last session, I was like, she ended up saying something that confused me because it was what she was talking about in that with you guys. So, I mean, I don't know that she was talking to you guys, but I know that she have spoken to you before. Like I know that because she picked up in the middle of a conversation, saying something to you, and I was like, what? And she's like, oh yeah, there's more to go on. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. So.
And you know she was sending us visions before we got to her.
Yeah, they would have told you about that because I'm sure they would have had to. You would have
Explain
probably
why they
objected
zoned
to
out.
why are we going to? Well, and also why the hell are we going to? Okay, no, to save some old woman.
Exactly.
And would have required some semblance of explanation beyond just trust us. This is important.
Yeah.
Because Omrath probably doesn't just trust you about its
No,
importance.
I don't
So-
just trust anything.
Just,
okay.
Now's the time to explain getting the teleport.
just good to establish because from an in-game and like an RP perspective, it's good to know what everybody knows because
Yeah.
that lends a lot more to RP opportunities and actually playing characters properly when you aren't just a 5-man hive mind and you don't
Yeah.
share everything with each other. And secondly, from like a player enjoyment perspective, since Omeret's not really a part of this whatever the hell it
Business.
is that's going on, the whole intrigue to his character is exactly that he's not. That he's an outsider that's getting pulled into this. So, also from how eldritch this whole campaign is, point of view, what he does and does not know is a good baseline to build up. Because that's, I think, most of the interesting opportunity you're going to have for role-playing your character, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Is that whole... I mean, obviously, I'm just making suggestions because new to Pathfinder. Is your whole
I get you.
that whole outsider angle. You're
Mhm.
not a part of this. You don't really know these people. You haven't been traveling with them for months. You didn't wake up in an asylum with insane amnesia next to them.
Nope.
So, we are at the moment all back in the glorious city of Kathir. Majestic, towering golden spires and civilization return to you. A far cry from the blood-strewn streets of Okano.
Blood Dragon? Warcry?
With just slavers posted up on nearly every corner, trying to sell bits of their wares. Far cry from the Knolls and the way they do business, and I don't think anyone would really blame any of you for coming out of that whole adventure a little bit racist. But for now, we're back in Okano.
I
Oh,
like
goodness.
dogs.
Yeah, I like dogs. I just hate gnolls. Same.
What's the difference?
Everyone's level 13.
Yeah.
And I believe you were working on plans to begin your Parchlands expedition to try and find the lost city of Neruzabin.
Yep.
As far as I recall from last week, the plan so far involved get a teleport from Lythine probably to the settlement closest to the edge of the Parchlands that's still a decent settlement. Buy 3 camels for 450 gold and start following some landmarks, and hopefully between Aki's instructions and Kaklatat's knowledge, you would be able to find this city in thousands of square miles of desert.
Sounds like the plan.
Tens of thousands. But while you're still in civilization, probably a good idea to hash out the details. There was some discussion about the fact that the Parchlands are a very inhospitable place, and aside from just actual food and water, how are you going to deal with the desert itself? At a basic level, the heat. At a possibly more advanced level, the threat of extreme sandstorms or even more severe weather conditions.
That's where we have this spell. I forgot its name already. What's it called?
The Oasis, something Oasis.
Yeah.
It wasn't an
Full
Oasis. It was. Well, what is it called, Cornel? I don't know the name.
Grover Respite.
I was like, I know it didn't actually have Oasis in the name, but I
We
couldn't
just
remember
called
what
it that because it was in a desert, yeah.
So.
But Oasis is actually a different spell.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's one where you can, like, make a spring, but it's explicitly more difficult to do in the desert because there's less water around.
Yeah, it actually has a bunch of text about how it's hard to do in just the middle of a sandy shithole. So you have Grove of Respite, right?
Yes, I have that spell.
So that's an option. I know you guys talked some about how visible that was going to be and whether or not that was, on the grand scheme of things, a good idea. But this would be... What do you do? It's up to you, party. You're back in Cathedra.
I would like, with some of our gold, to write down some scrolls day. Because I need to... I can actually prep Grove of Respite into scrolls for us, and any other spells that you think we might need that are up to 7th level. Because...
Here's the problem, we've got basically no money.
Damn. And we do need to get our mounts. That is not good. Would you care to have any of the scrolls made? Because Grove Respite is what level?
4th.
So that's sort of cheap. Like, it's not very cheap or
We have
anything.
very, very little money, though.
No, I know that.
You're actually
Like, do we
splitting
even
3
have
camels
enough
because you
money?
can't even afford 6 camels. And a 4th level scroll is about as expensive as 6 camels.
Oh, wow, shit.
700 gold.
4 camels, fucking fuck.
Yeah, for real.
150 gold piece.
Yeah, that's crazy. What do you mean?
I
Camels?
mean, well, this goes back to like how much is a gold? It's like $60 was the Pathfinder to real life approximation. A gold's about $60 US.
Yeah, but still, man. Like, a dagger is 2 gold. You could buy, like, how many camels? 70.
A dagger's a sharp piece of
75
metal. I'm pretty
daggers.
sure you can go to a fucking mall and also buy a dagger for less than
Yeah, I mean,
$120.
these days, but they're not made of metal. Like,
How much is it to buy a fucking stock animal? Like a draft horse or an actual camel? Probably a lot.
Are less common now, though. Less necessary.
But you're right, it's definitely not what would be the equivalent of like 9,000 gold or $9,000. I'm pretty sure a camel is not 9. It could be. actually,
Google,
don't know.
I want to buy a camel.
Stock animals are. I'm curious now.
Camels for sale. Exotic animals for sale.
I'm legitimately curious how much a fucking camel would cost. Just up.
How to buy a camel with pictures? What the
a
fuck?
stock camel.
This one's $6,000. That's
Yeah,
so
see?
much.
No, that's only. It's not horribly far off.
Yeah, but this is way back when, and this is a fucking camel buying in America. Like, if you were in, like, Saudi Arabia, like, 1,000 years ago, like, come on.
I don't think they did mostly on bartering, I would imagine. But that's
Well, no,
yeah,
but even
that's
so, that's like
about the equivalent. Like
But
$6,000 is.
You don't think that they had
It's like
money
100
1,000
gold.
years ago?
I'm sure they did, but it was still not
I
entirely.
think camels are more expensive now than they were 1,000 years ago.
Absolutely.
Point is, camels aren't free.
That's because of inflation.
You're also trying to buy a camel, and the only place that will sell you camels on the edge of an endless desert, where camels are probably in, well, short supply. And they're also extremely valuable.
High demand.
All I know is
I
I
don't know
want
if
you guys
there's
to call me the Scorpion King from now
Much
on.
of any demand on the edge of the parched lands. But also, point is, camels are 150 gold.
It's bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. Fuck the
Right.
Pathfinder economy. He was 95 reasons why.
I mean,
I don't know.
seriously.
Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. Do we have enough gold for that, or do we have to find a way to either get
I know
more
you have enough for 3 camels,
for 3 camels?
which is 2 of you on each camel.
Yeah.
Including Cacklet half, because there's 6 of you total.
So we could do 3 camels that price, or if you guys are opposed to paying for it and not opposed to, I don't know, stealing camels from somebody. We could also do that.
Great, now I'll be common thieves.
I mean, for the greater good.
Man's
need
gotta
these
have a
camels.
code.
To stop the world from getting destroyed.
Yeah, this is how the wolf and devastation.
Yeah, so and they're just camels. We'll give them back if we really need them.
They're just camels.
Yeah, we'll give them back.
You're not wrong. They are just camels. Will we
Yeah.
give them back though?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Are we?
we'll try to give them back.
I don't know about that.
'Cause, I mean, I don't care to actually keep the camel. So when I'm done, if it's able, I'll just bring the camel back.
So we're gonna go trek our way back to the desert or
No,
teleport
because
back
I've
with the
already been,
camels.
I've been there. I could just
You know, blow a teleport to take the camels back home.
Yeah, I'll bring him his camels.
I guess
What
if
if
we're renting the
Attached
camels,
to
that'll
one of
work.
these camels.
What?
What if you get attached to one of these camels?
Well, like
I
a
won't-
centaur, but a camel.
I'm not gonna get attached to any. Trust me. But yeah, so we can just
That's
steal
for
them.
real. When we get to the city, we should just execute the camels.
Why?
Just gonna die, leave them in the desert. I ain't going back to that shitty city.
Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Killing a camel is literally nothing. It's the same act as me taking the trash out, so I don't mind killing a camel. But that's up to the
like
rest of the party.
Them rats that we don't know about.
Shut up. Stop
Well,
metagaming.
I do see Shenmue in the chat saying, "Don't you dare steal those camels," who I guess is fervently trying to get a Discord to protest
Every
this course of
time.
action.
Every time.
Shenmue does not seem on board with camel
Lawful.
theft.
Yeah, lawful. It. Who gives a shit about the law? I don't care about what he has to say.
He does because he's lawful.
Grigor,
Maybe one day monks won't be lawful for some stupid fucking reason.
Grigor, just tell your brother we paid for it. I'll go talk to the guy.
I'm not stealing the camels!
What? Fine. Cornel, take your
So-
and his brother and go away, and I will go deal with the
Seeing
camel
as
problem.
we have, I mean, you're still in Kathir, in front of Mysterium, where we teleported to with Kaklatath. So as you argue about the way to acquire various sources of camel, the old lady speaks up. And first you almost don't even notice over you two
yeah.
arguing about nothing.
Yeah, probably shouldn't argue about nothing in front of this lady. It's gonna make
This
us
is-
like fucking idiots.
I mean, I don't care what
He has a point. Our need is dire. They
We're
may
not
know
stealing
it
the
now.
fucking camels!
Would you have this world lost for some pointless sense of morality?
Yes.
That's quite a shame.
Yeah, I'm not really on any one side, but I'm kind of leaning towards Omereth. Like, it's just a
I mean,
fucking camel.
If you
It's
care
just
to
a
walk, that's
camel.
fine. But we'll just take the camels and begin. It's up to you. But
You
It's someone's livelihood, too.
glossing over, you can still afford the camels.
I mean, but gold. Anyway,
Also, it rings implies you might want more camels for more room.
do we have all the food and stuff that you wanted to get?
I don't know, do we?
Because
mean,
me
like
and him are
rations
gonna
and
cast
stuff are
spells.
Practically nothing.
They're
Yeah.
like
Well,
not
we have
as well as
practically
silver
nothing.
each.
I
You do actually have a low enough amount of money that it might be relevant. But I mean, you can get a gold is I think 10 days of rations for one person.
Oh wow! Holy
Not-
crap!
Not to mention that the Grove of Respite gives you
8 meals.
good berries. Yeah, it gives you up to 8 meals. And
Yeah.
that's once per day, unless you're gonna cast it multiple times.
Yeah. So, get the food that you guys think you need. I'll spend 1 gold to have the rations on me, just so we can, evenly distribute the weight of the food. Because I imagine we'll have to actually put it in our bags, because we're gonna be going through the desert. And we need
So,
to,
fucking camels.
you know what I mean. But so we don't have it all just sitting in one place.
Also, does anyone else here know how to ride a camel?
I mean, I'm pretty good at riding.
I don't actually know how to ride any animals.
We're not racing them, simply taking them slowly through the desert. We can only
Yeah, but if
progress
anything
so
happens,
fast
I'd rather have
anyway.
someone who knows what they're doing.
Do you not have better methods of travel should an emergency arrive? You teleported us here, Overrath.
I mean, I can attempt to teleport us. Again, it will only be to somewhere that I know, so I can't go we can't go further in. So in an emergency, yes, I can bring us out of the desert back to here, but I can bring us no further in with a teleport.
So, question. Why does it have to be camels? Can't you just use your magic to summon some camel for us?
I mean, possibly we might be able to summon something, but this trek is going to be very long, and it'd be...
And we also don't want to depend entirely on magic in case something happens.
If me and Cornel are for some reason taken out, and we can't cast, and there's no way of casting spells anymore, it'd be good if you guys had something to tote our bodies somewhere.
For reference,
my
because
brother's
you would
body.
definitely... you can't use a camel. I was gonna say, I know there's a spell that summons a mount, but it's only ponies. And they're probably not gonna
Not
be
even horses,
great
just
in the
ponies.
desert.
Light horses and ponies.
Light horses or ponies, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even a horse, it's a pony.
Yeah, it's a pony.
Fuck the ponies.
But it's probably not super
A good idea.
fantastic in the desert.
Yeah.
It's not summon camel.
That would be a very specific spell.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a camel is an option on some tier of summon monster, but that's gonna last like 2 minutes and then despawn.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
there's not an effective way to summon anything for us to mount across the desert. It'd be best to get the camels, which...
Yeah, we need to buy the camels, we need to buy the food, which, I mean, Cornel has the gold, so... How much do we have left after buying camels?
Said it would be 450 for camels.
So 3 camels, yes.
I hate this laptop sometimes.
How good is technology?
Not really.
Let's go ahead and figure it out yesterday.
173 gold after buying camels.
Yikes.
It's not totally broke, but you don't have much.
That ain't good, but it's only
Yeah,
anything you spend once we get there.
True.
You planning on buying all
That's
the
plenty
supplies
for
and
food for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to buy a shitting fuckload of food.
So every
So-
gold is 10 days rations for one person. If you wanted to buy, you know from Aki's estimates, the journey is about 2 weeks. It's over 200 miles of trackless desert.
Yeah.
So,
So that would be like 5 gold could cover that.
if you wanted to be safe, 2 gold is 20 days of ration per person, 12 gold for the group of you. And you'd have 20 days of just trail rations that we'll keep for everyone.
That's to
Okay.
get there, though, right? Not the
That's
return.
getting you there, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should
Double
at least
that
double.
if you want to be safe coming back.
And we're not going to be using all of that every day if we're using spells for...
I mean, honestly,
like
we could use
Rover
literally
Residence,
all our gold, get an extra camel, and we can use it to store all of our shit.
Yeah.
I know where you'd sit them. Like the 150 gold.
Yeah. I was just thinking.
For what it's worth, 40 days of rations for each of you is half the total capacity of your bag of holding. So with that
Yeah,
many
bag of holding.
rations, the actual capacity of your bag of holding could become an issue if you found a lot more things you wanted to put in there. Because I know you don't currently have a ton in there right now. It's mostly empty. It's just
And
gonna
bag of holding is great for simplicity's sake, but sometimes it's just like, I want to play on survival mode. Go away, bag of holding, you know?
I mean, your bag of holding can hold to 500 pounds worth of stuff, and this is 240 pounds of rations you're talking about buying. So it's like, it's a little less than half, so you still have 260 pounds worth of space in there.
And then we can split that in half for the handy haver and the bag of holding. The handy haver holds the same amount. It just isn't as big.
That is
Like-
true, you do also have the handy haversack,
Yeah.
which... The handy haversack
It
is a
holds a lot
backpack, it can hold 20 pounds.
Oh,
You
wow.
can fit... And then that's the, It has, okay, 2 side pouches that can hold 20 pounds and a central pouch with 80 pounds. So you can hold up to 120 pounds of stuff. So you can fit exactly If you put nothing else in the handy haversack, you can have all the rations for a one-way journey in the handy haversack. But that's nothing else in there, which you don't want.
Wait, I thought my scrolls weighed nothing.
They take up space, though.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you could devote the
So
the
you
big
have
central
enough
pouch and
storage
one
space.
pouch.
It wouldn't be an issue unless you wanted to bring like
A ridiculous
unless you found
amount.
300 pounds worth of stuff.
Yeah.
that you bring with
We
you.
should also probably grab a tent.
Not a bad idea. I'm sure somebody has to have a tent on there.
Do we?
Already.
I don't.
I mean, also a tent, like a small tent, is not enough for all of us.
That's
So
true.
you get 3 medium tents, 2 large tents, or a pavilion tent.
I think a pavilion tent would be too big.
Well, I mean, pavilion 10 people, so I mean, there's extra room. We can put like a campfire in. It's 100 gold.
Huh.
Or you get 2 larges, which would be 60 gold.
And a large can fit what? 4 people? Yeah.
Yeah, so we need 2. Or you do a large and a medium, but
That is a good thought. Tents and probably bedrolls, although bedrolls are 1 gold gets all of you bedrolls. 6 silver gets all of you bedrolls. Bedrolls are cheap.
Nice.
And it's literally just like a roll-up pad that you can put on the ground, though. It's nothing
Yeah.
more.
So yeah.
Who needs to lay on the ground?
That's true. It's not like Cornel sleeps.
Yeah.
He only keeps
It's
watch.
always fine.
Cornel's unfamiliar with the concept of sleeping.
Yeah, he gave up on that
It's
a
not
long
that he's
time
I'm
ago.
unfamiliar, actually.
familiar
It's
with
that
the
the concept of
concept, and
sleeping
it sucked.
makes him uncomfortable. Which is fair.
We had horrible nightmares, and then we got attacked by an assassin, and I said, I'm done with it.
I don't know what's up with your mic, Joe. It's like super, like, I don't know if Discord is picking up a webcam mic or something, but it's
No, it
picking
doesn't
up
have one on
everything.
here.
Real
What the
hard.
hell? I just moved it too, so it was like
Yeah, I don't know. You're
even harder to pick
you're
up. What the
full
fuck?
echo when anybody's talking, and then it's like gratuitous keyboard smashing when you're typing. So I don't know. It's not usually like this. Anyway, so what's the tent plan?
well, definitely we're gonna go 2 large tents because the pavilion's open air, so that's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much just like a roof.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So I mean, we do a large and a medium, but I figure 2 larges.
2 large tents give you
And we'll
space
be able
for
to sleep outside
stuff.
fine, right? I guess. We can fucking try to fit them in one tent, and the rest of us have to squeeze into the other shitty one. If we have to.
So when I'm sorry, when this is muted, does it still echo?
Oh no, I mean when you're muted, nothing happens. It's just when you unmuted, it's
That's
not
how you
like I said, it's not usually
Then,
like this.
then yeah, I'll just do push to talk for this one until I can figure it out. Because
Okay.
I moved the sensitivity all the way till like I have to be almost shouting, and it was still echoing. So I'll just leave push to talk.
Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah, so 2 large tents for 60 gold, which is 80 pounds total. We're gonna blow through this fucking bag of holding, but you know, whatever. Also, might want to get firewood because we're gonna be in a desert.
also not a
If-
bad idea.
Well, I'm not saying that we're gonna be using it all the time, but when we're using Grover Respite, that has a set temperature.
Nah, it does, but yeah,
Again,
I
don't
can't
wanna be
cast
Yeah,
it, so
solely
I'm not
reliant
gonna
on
do. I'm not
magic.
gonna depend on that exclusively.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not
Because
gonna
it-
be a shitting fuckload
Yeah,
of
relying
fire.
entirely on Go Respite is really what happens if something happens to Cornel.
Yep.
Right.
Well, I mean, I can still cast that as well. Like I have the ability to cast.
When something happens to you too.
No, I'm just saying I know that. So like this is now if something happens to magic, like period, which is the problem. Like now, so it's like it's good that we have the not magical means.
It is good that you take time to prepare. On the cosmic scale, minutes mean nothing. It's insignificant. But our failure could mean everything. Be sure we are ready before we go.
Absolutely.
I mean, I believe we're ready. I have nothing left to do because
But you know, it's getting supplies though.
can't really make
Better
scrolls. No, I
go
meant
buy
like,
all this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We just had to go get that, and I believe we're ready. So, just to pick up the stuff, which
Well,
would
if we
that'll
got
only
the
take
tents
like a
down.
few hours.
And I mean, it'll be fine.
All right, so we'll just spread out and
So-
hand each people like a handful of money. And just go
24 gold,
figure it out.
40 days of trail rations for everybody into the bag of holding. And then 60 gold for 2
Large tents.
large tents.
Which could we get those into the bag of holding?
Oh yeah, easy. They're
I
only
mean,
40
I would
pounds. I mean,
assume
the bag
so.
of holding holds 500 pounds. Like, it's,
No, no,
I
no,
brought it
no.
up because it could be an
Would it fit in
issue.
the hole? I mean, I would think
yeah,
so,
because I
'cause you can fold the tent up.
Yeah, I'm sure you could get a tent into the bag of, a 2-foot opening of a bag of holding.
Yeah, just making sure.
But yeah,
Yeah,
2 of
apart
those
from that-
tents would bring you up to having about 150 pounds left in your bag of holding. So it's more limited than you've ever actually been by a bag of holding. But again, unless you want to pick up a whole lot more stuff, you're probably okay.
We do have the haversack.
Yeah, you also have the haversack, worst case scenario, which you could put some rations in if you need to. So I mean, you're probably fine on the food situation. You have 2 different people that can create water, which is just a cantrip, so that can be done at least at will. So that's one major desert concern you don't have. That's nice.
Is it assumed that trail rations come with water?
No.
We
Because
should
they would
have
be-
some water skins.
They would be
filled
much
up.
heavier if it was 40 days worth of water also.
Yeah.
That's the difficulty. Water is heavy, takes up a lot of space, and it's difficult to transport. Aside from just having a water skin, a piece, and maybe a couple spares for emergencies, there's only so much you can really do to be prepared for the water situation. You do at least have 2 people that can create water at will.
Yeah, I mean, just get some extra water skins, and hopefully, you guys will be okay, and we can find some other water sources on the way. Doubt it, but
We can pray.
firewood takes up a shitload of space, but it's cheap as fuck.
That's what.
True.
And it's 20 pounds per day.
Hey, on the positive, it gets lighter. It goes on.
That's true. You're using it. Hey, optimism. Water skins are 1 gold apiece.
All right. So we'll have bedrolls and stuff like that. So just put that on our own sheet, or are we just gonna leave them all in the bag of holding?
I mean, I assume
I
it's all
figured they just go in
gonna
the
be
bag of holding,
bag
right?
of holding, unless you want to carry them, yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
So with tents, bedrolls, food and water, and access to the Grove of Respite, and create water magic, the basics of desert survival have certainly been met. Still going to be a long and relatively unpleasant journey, no matter how you slice it. Over 200 miles in 2 weeks through, again, just a blank expanse of sand would get to anybody, even if the journey was comfortable. It's like driving through Wyoming, but worse.
Lol. So how many water skins are we buying?
Did I
one
already?
for everyone?
I don't think I already had one.
I mean, I already have one, but I mean, it's
I
not
think
bad.
Grayson's already got one.
I'd like one.
I think it's just Grayson.
I'd like
so
one.
Probably 5.
I'd probably get some for the camels too.
Fair.
It's kind of heavy, but I mean, we have a lot of space, so we could get.
camel is
2
a water
per.
skin.
It is. But
Yeah.
Not
Really?
Man,
Exactly
that-
how that works.
they're not that expensive, so we could do 2 per people and per camel. So it's what, like 17 water skins, I think. That's really heavy though.
Yeah,
And
the
hey,
17
if
water
you really
skins.
like if you really, really like your camel, you can just share.
I mean, it's not about liking, it's about keeping the camel alive. If the camel dies, we do.
I know.
Unless you teleport us out, and then we get set back and have to redo all this shit.
They're very important to you.
But, I mean, we can carry, each of us can carry a single water skin on us. I mean, I carry mine all the time.
You said Shenmue was in chat? He's still not here.
Yeah, he was apparently on his way home.
I have a long time preparing anyway, so.
Oh my god. Just
Yeah,
had to come in and yell at me.
He had to go in. Don't steal the camels. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Drive-by disapproval.
Feels really bad.
Yuri!
What?
What, like, drive-by disapproval?
Oh, okay. I didn't put that together at all. I was like, I have no idea what's happening right now. He just made weird noises at me.
I mean, that's what I do with you every time we play together.
That's fair.
How many water skins you can mark down, Mancha?
It's, doing like 15, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be okay.
Should be sufficient.
That'll take up a good chunk of space, because water skin is like 4 pounds when full.
They're quite large.
This will be like 60 pounds, but that should be enough. And I guess we'll just, whatever space is remaining, we could just fill with firewood. Because, I mean, it's only 1 copper, so that's not a problem. But like 20 pounds of firewood per day, but we're only going to use it at night, so.
Well, all those water skins, 15 more water skins. If you all keep 1 on you, if you have the carrying capacity to keep a 4-pound object on your body, half of them going in there is
Like
6,
30 pounds.
Then 9. It's 36 pounds, which brings you up to a little under 400 pounds. So you can just bring 100 pounds of firewood and just completely fill your bag of holding with supplies.
Yeah, I mean, that's 5 days worth, so I mean, we could stretch that if we had to. I mean, hopefully we won't have to, but yeah. I ain't fucking dying in a desert. Or teleporting out like some kind of a bitch.
So with the bag
Outside
of
of that,
holding,
though, I think we're done. I think that's all
the
we
bag
need.
of holding filled with supplies, food, water, tents, wood. It seems you are ready for your journey. Hopefully there will not be much that you wish to bring with you. But by the time you've arrived in the town, or in the city of Nerizabin, surely you will have plenty more space. Plus, in a pinch, you have at least 2 people with half decent strength who can carry things on their person. But a 2nd level bag of holding filled with supplies is a fantastic level of preparation for a journey. And combined with the magic you have at your disposal, I don't know if you could ever feel comfortable about where you're going, but you feel about as safe as you're going to.
Alright, let's go.
Guess we go talk to Lythane.
So,
Here come the climax, boys. Point no return.
you head in to the lodgings across the street from the Mysterium, the place you'd been several times before. The secretary, of course, at this point would be familiar with all of you, very much so, and at your request would eagerly let you through to see Lythine. In his office,
Not questioning the old woman.
she's not going to question really anything you do. She's kind of beyond that. And in fact, being a secretary to the works of the Mysterium, that is not even on the top 50% of the weirdest things she's seen people bring in. It's just an old lady. She assumes you have your reasons. Lythine, by now, after your time spent shopping and preparing and filling your bag of holding, it's reached nearly late afternoon. Let's say probably around 4 p.m. And he has prepared the spell to bring you down to the Parched Lands as you had agreed prior. As you enter, he just kind of looks over the lot of you, Because you'd come in here and talk to him before, and you said you need to get to the parched lands, and he told you you needed a second to prepare. So, he looks over the group of you. Are you ready, then?
We are.
As will ever be, I think.
I was gonna say that.
It's
I was gonna say that.
quite a journey to undertake. So seemingly random lot of adventures, going to discover a city that hasn't been touched by a man in centuries, if not millennia. Barely even records that it exists. Certainly, Omereth, I can trust you to give a full documentation of your findings when you return.
Yes, of course. I will note down everything of interest and do my best to be able to give you a good map to get there if I can't bring you there myself when I return.
Of course, the recovery of the Necronomicon is paramount, but simply if you do return, your successful journey to this Neruzavan will be of great interest to not only the Mysterium, but scholars the world wide. Before you go, if there is any way in which I could lend you my aid or my resources, speak now. I will do as I can.
If you have any just useful scrolls nearby that
Or wands.
or wands pre-written,
Healing, especially.
yeah, pre-written scrolls or pre-made wands they have nearby would be, of course, very useful. But if not, then that would be it.
Of course, the thaumaturgery would have several wands, and I'll give them my word that you're to take what you need. As far as scrolls, what exactly were you looking for?
Just anything along the lines of just teleportation or useful things that might not be obviously grand spells, but just if you have anything minor laying around that does not seem to be getting any use, it would be nice to have it in our bag as just added precaution.
Our archives did once hold a plethora of scrolls of utility and variety and spades, but since recent events, most of that was lost or destroyed, and I don't have much outside the thaumaturgery.
I'm surprised they weren't
of-
stolen. And I'll glance at the roof.
Scrolls of simple healings, restorations, they will probably be able to provide some. And again, take as you need. These are stocks we can replenish. But beyond that, I don't have much other than access to the simplest magics on scrolls. Much as, again, their placement is not yet a step of the process we've reached.
Of course, and I thank you so much for everything that you were able to do for us.
And of course, there are, outside of the thaumaturgery, this work is dire and necessary. You must succeed in recovering this book. If there are any trinkets or enchanted items we could lend to you, we still have much of what was once below. They're harder to destroy than loose paper, and we've recovered most of what we once had.
I see. Just out of curiosity, if you have any rods of meta magic, of any meta magics, I will happily take those, as most meta magics are useful. And this is not in character. Do I have to roll for something? Like, or can I
No,
actually
he's-
just take? No, I'm saying for the
No, he's
wands and
literally
scrolls.
offering you. He's just
Yeah, you
straight
just
up-
take it,
he's
just
giving you this.
just dump them into my handy haversack and be like, hey, I'm
Please
just gonna...
take this and go do stuff.
Okay, sweet.
It's
Dangerous to go
dangerous to go alone.
All right.
I certainly can lend you my own rod of extend if you wish.
Happily, that'd be
On a
great.
journey such as this, could be useful for demi-planes or even the simplest mage armor for protections. Getting twice the duration out of your enchantments is certainly useful in all situations.
Surely it would be. And I thank you, great.
Would you have any of these extra magic items stored anywhere that we could see them, Elder, in case there was anything that we needed?
Oh, of course. The second level of the Mysterium. Here, I will come with you, and we will peruse the thaumaturgery and our wares and see what exactly we can find. Come.
Thank you.
And he stands up from behind his desk and motions for you to lead the way out of his office. And you walk with him into the Mysterium. And as you were in here a few days prior before Aquino, you can already see a huge amount of progress is underway. On this first floor, it actually looks like nothing had ever happened. The library is back in order, the books are reshelved, the area's been cleaned and repaired where necessary, and everything seems to have more or less restored normal operations on the upper levels. Although the upper levels are just a large, but mostly mundane library, classes have resumed in the 4 various rooms around the top level. He leads you to a room that I can't remember if you did find on your way through, because there was a little medical station on the first level of the Mysterium over by the mirror. I think you did find them. Leads you in, and after a quick conversation with one of the clerics on staff, hands you 5 fully charged wands of Cure Light Wounds.
Nice.
Hey.
As well as 3 scrolls of restoration with the ability to
Nice.
remove a negative level.
Out of
Very good.
curiosity, are any of those wands
No,
my kind
they're
of
all
wands?
divine.
Damn it! So those
That-
are for
that-
you, Colonel.
That 250 casts of Cure
There's
Light Wounds we just
250
got.
casts of Cure Light Wounds, yes.
Feels good.
I'll take the scrolls. You can have the wands because I actually can't use those wands.
You know what? Let's
assuming
just say, it's 3 wands of Cure Moderate Wounds, so you just have to boop yourself less times. We'll just make it slightly simpler.
That'd be nice.
Let's just say I'm
Oops.
gonna consolidate that to make it a little easier. 3 wands of Cure Moderate instead of 5 wands of Light.
Yeah, and how many scrolls was it?
And 3 scrolls of Restoration with 1,000 gold in them to remove a negative level.
Can you use Scrolls of Restoration?
Yeah, you can cast from any scroll. Because it doesn't require the same thing. That's a
It's
spell already prepped onto the paper.
That's a
I'm
use
just-
magic device check, though.
Oh, shit. So yeah, I guess that's you as well.
Do you not
Yep.
have good use magic device?
Wizards
Actually,
don't super well. It's definitely charisma.
Yeah, I don't have
I
it.
actually
Yeah,
can't
but I mean-
use Scrolls of Restoration.
You can't?
Uh-oh.
I can use lesser, I can't use normal.
Wait, these are lesser, I think.
No, they're regular. They're full
Oh, shit.
restoration.
Oh yeah, I can't use them. I don't have to use a magic device at all, actually.
Does anybody have you? Nobody has UMD.
I mean,
Nope.
you're an int caster,
Yep.
so why don't you shove some ranks in there?
I mean, it's charisma. He just have to literally pump it with
Ranks.
ranks, yeah.
Yeah, ranks. Yeah. I'm not a fucking whiz-based class. I don't have a shitload of perception.
The most I could put in it really would just be 4 from the last thing I put in, which was fly.
I mean, do what you do. I'm surprised you don't have any.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I'll put that in, and I'll have 4.
Yeah, if you want to take the
use
4 out of
magic
fly and
device.
put them in UMD,
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
That's all you. This is not a class skill for me, nor is it.
It's not a
do
class
my
skill for him
charisma
either.
literally don't-
It's not a wizard
Is
class
it
skill.
not? That's
No.
so stupid.
Wizards
God,
are really
That
not.
is actually
UMD
really
is.
weird.
That is kind of weird though, but yours is spellcraft. You're more the creation and everything. Using as a class skill for like rogues and bards. It is
Wait.
kind of weird, but wizards don't have UMD as a
Oh.
class skill either. Like he's gonna have. I'd keep it in fly honestly. You're gonna have so low UMD, you might as well not have it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're
It's not
right.
a class skill. That is weird though. It's just like I'm so good at magic naturally that I can't even use magic items. Like, what?
Yeah, I guess they weren't trained in using the magical items. They're just trained in using magic.
I mean, would it not transfer at least somewhat?
Maybe, but
Versus the
I
guy
mean-
who like grew up in a shitty alley and he's like, yeah, I can use wands. It's like,
Yeah, full restoration is definitely just like alchemists and clerics and paladins. So yeah, I mean, you can take them, but you are unable to use them yourself.
I mean, I haven't really taken any skill ranks last. Well, I guess I had a bunch left over, but you want? I never actually. So, can I retcon and just put a shit ton into the magic device?
Yeah, if you want to move your level 13 skills over, that's fine.
No, I mean, I didn't even do it. 12.
Oh Jesus, you are way off on
yeah.
skill rank. Yeah, put your skill
Wow,
ranks in, you
look at
fucking dingleberry.
Yeah. So I can just.
You're
It is a
missing-
class skill for you.
You're literally
isn't it?
missing,
A lot. Yes.
yeah, 21
Also, the
skill
reason
ranks.
why my bonus is so high is because I've been putting levels in Fighter, and there's your thing. And then I'm
Okay.
also.
So you definitely still have 8 more skill ranks. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I need
whatever.
to put up.
So yeah, he can use the scroll. If you want to, then Gregor has an option to use them.
Yeah. By the
You
way, can
can-
you see level 8 when I stop putting points into perception because I realized it's futile?
That's fucking pointless because you have Christian.
Yeah.
You have Larkin, you mean?
That's true. It is all of your characters. So to
Everybody
use
was
a
all
scroll,
singing. That's because Zinder did it instead.
to use a scroll, the check is DC 20 plus spell level. Restoration is a 4th level spell, so it'll be DC 24. You would just need a 9. So
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you are,
I can fuck it up a few times, right, without fucking up the scroll.
yeah, I do not believe. If you can keep trying. If you roll a natural 1, you can't use the scroll again for 24 hours.
And you have to make a wisdom check, I think, or something bad happens.
Casting a spell from a scroll requires a
If I
minimum score
fail
of 10
my-
plus spell level. So you got to emulate an ability score 2, which
He's
is...
got 14 wisdom, doesn't he?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you're actually fine then. Never mind, you have 14 wisdom.
Oh.
So you're good.
I'd say
So, yeah.
16.
If you roll a hard one, you can't use that scroll again for 24 hours. Because you, like, short-circuit it, basically. You kind of partial cast it and fuck up the magic, but it will realign itself within a day.
Yeah.
But otherwise... So you can't take
Magic
10
trade.
because there's a chance of failure. But, actually, that's taking 20. I think...
No, you can't take.
Oh, no,
20.
you can never take 10 on use magic
Oh,
device,
10, sorry.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually hard.
I
You
just
can
would
never
know. Oh,
take
well.
10 on that. So yeah, you have to roll above a 9 before you roll a 1. But you have 3 scrolls. If you fuck one up, you can still try to second scroll as long as you have 3 of them.
Also, I can probably use my dare to activate it, right?
I don't see why not.
Did you see the thing linked in
I
chat?
dare myself.
Well, I know I'm not a magic user. It's like, come on, come on, come on!
And
Work, damn it!
It's
yeah, that'll work.
you have to be in adrenaline rush the whole time to do that, though, don't you?
Yeah, but the check is only a standard action, so...
But isn't it a restoration's a 3-round cast? Isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but-
You'd have to use 3 rounds of Adrenaline Rush to try and cast it every
Whatever,
time.
like, because I know when it activates. Like, is activation, like, the entire 3 rounds, is activation, like, getting to...
Activation's the 3-round cast.
Oh.
Because you're spending 3 rounds trying to use the scroll. So you wouldn't use 3 rounds of Adrenaline Rush to try and dare yourself through the scroll.
I mean, I use 4.
So that's up to you.
Um,
But I wouldn't say you
Yeah,
can't.
you
do
see
that.
what was posted?
Depends on the
There you go.
situation.
Did you,
Yeah, it's
did
a
you see
trait.
it? Yeah. Would that be useful?
You can't take traits. I mean, you can take, I guess, a feat that gives you 2 traits, I think.
Okay,
That might
yeah,
be it.
it's-
You
it's
already
all
have
additional
2 traits.
Damn it.
Your traits are Arcane Temper and Arcane Sage. Which, also, Arcane
Okay.
Temper, keep in mind you have a +1 to all your concentration checks. I actually forgot we gave this your trait. That's not on your sheet. So you have plus your intelligence modifier +1. So you actually have 7 higher. You're at +20 on your concentration checks right now.
Nice.
Because I forgot we gave you Arcane Temper. And your other trait is the Arcane Divine Wands. Which I said I'd give you as a trait. So, Shenmue, what's up? How you doing?
Hi,
That's where you got the
Come on,
last
you.
one.
hi, peoples. Camel thieves.
Catch you up real quick.
We're
I
not
don't know
actually
how
steal
camels-
If we
You do have-
didn't have the gold to do it, I totally would have. But
Your
we have
bag
the
of
gold, so it's
holding
fine.
is completely full of desert supplies. You have 40 days of rations for each of the 6 of you, and 2 water skins for each of the 6 of you, plus 3 camels. You have 2 large tents, a load of bedrolls, and a week's worth of firewood. That's actually the full capacity of your bag of holding. So, your bag of holding is full. So,
Wow.
you have to use the handy haversack or your bodies to carry anything else. But, we were heading down to the Mysterium where we were just handed 3 Wands of Cure Moderate Wounds and 3 Scrolls of Restoration, able to remove a negative level. And after that, Elder Lythine nods. He thanks the thaumaturge, hands the items to the party, and then calls out to one of the, I forgot what they're called, the stewards. One of the stewards that's working there to engage the staircase. And as you stand around and wait at the north end of the room, the steward goes around and turns the 4 angel heads to activate the staircase leading down to the 2nd level of the Mysterium. Probably not a super fond memory for most of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why the fuck they gotta use creepy ass angels?
So you head down the stairs onto the 2nd level, and you can see that the restoration effort is not going quite as quickly down here. In fact, an entire quarter of the floor is cordoned off entirely by bright ropes and warning signs, glowing inscriptions into the walls nearby. The corner where the cage of explosions and fun time was located has been completely walled off. It seems that the stewards have not yet been able to get a hold of that haunt or whatever it was and deal with it, and instead of just shut down
Oh,
the
right.
whole
Can I
core of
ask
the
about this
library.
room?
Yes.
It's like I completely
Because that area
forgot
is
about
also part of when you go down the stairs, basically everything north of you is roped off. Where the shroom thing was and where the explosions cage was. So yeah, you can ask him. Go ahead.
You
If
fucking
you
help
ask-
me. I have shrooms growing out
Oh,
of me.
we got
Oh
rid of that.
no,
for
those
you.
are gone.
Oh, did you?
Those were gone when you
Oh.
were AFK because we had access to restorations and assumed you would have had those.
Ah.
taken care of.
I will.
Because you also had something else living in him too, didn't he?
Yes.
What now?
There's another thing you didn't know about. There was some sort of bacteria or almost like a living acid, some sort of digestive fluid inside you that was actually eating you out from the inside that they found while they were removing the mushrooms.
I want to eat Gore out.
But both of those were cured while you were.
I'm not sure which
while you
is
were
more
out.
disgusting. The acid or Gratian.
So,
No, not Gratian, me.
Oh, sorry. I thought Gratian's gay too.
Elder Lythine.
He's
leads
had
you
sex with a woman!
That
Down
doesn't
to the
mean he's
west.
not gay. That
Down
to
could
the
be
room
fun.
where you
That is
first met
absolutely true.
Aki. And that room seems like it is now a magical item storage. Everything has been sorted out more or less and cleaned up. There's now just a lot of areas where the shelves and tables are barren. And several stewards are still currently working in this room as you go in. And Elder Lythine, as he opens the door, turns and says, "This is what we have. This is the more basic stock and what we can afford to lend to you for your exploration. Anything in here that you need, feel free to bring with you. Again, this is a task of the utmost importance."
So, not really sure everything that's in here, but I'm going to
You
pick
have
up
both
everything and put it in
yourselves-
my bag.
Fuck off.
I don't think you can fit everything in your bag.
No, I figured not. I'll
So
obviously
here's a
take
list.
the best
I
of
was-
it.
This is
Out of
our
any
list
place
of-
you're gonna have some respect for, it's not gonna be this. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
You literally work for these people. You
No,
are
I-
a steward. But like,
Yes, I know that, but again, we are definitely finding the Necronomicon. Like, I wouldn't just be like, oh, thanks.
well, I mean,
just throw it in
anything
my
that
bag,
seems
but
like it'll be useful, just go
I
ahead
don't
and
know,
speak up.
man. You did kind of just try to shove everything in your bag, so you were kind of like, oh, thanks.
No, that was the
I'm-
joke. I didn't
I'm
think it could
gonna just start listing everything. Because between you,
Okay.
Lythia, and the stewards, it's identifying they know what it is and they can tell you everything you couldn't identify yourself.
Sweet.
Plus 3 chainmail. Plus 1 returning spear.
Can I grab
Belt
that
of
chainmail?
incredible- What?
It's slide, right? Chainmail slide.
Chainmail
Chainmail is medium.
Chain shirt
Ah,
is
Chain
light.
son of a
shirt is light.
Son of a
Is
bitch.
medium, plus 3 chainmail. A belt of incredible dexterity, plus 2. Cloak of resistance, plus 2.
I'll
2
smack
of
that
them.
if nobody else is.
Yeah, I'm not taking these so far.
Yeah, 2 cloaks of resistance, plus 2 if anyone wants an upgrade.
I'll take them and hand them to the party.
And I'll take one of those.
One should go to Darius, probably.
Oh yeah,
Whichever would be more beneficial.
my one in the Dreamlands was one that was good. That's right.
2 Ring of Protection +2s.
Yeah, because you have mine in the Dreamlands.
Yeah.
I'll
you have
take
one
the ring of
regular
prop +2 if nobody else wants one.
I already have one.
I'd like one too.
Alright, so just both Ring of Prop +2. Hot +1 AC.
I mean, somebody else can take it one if they need it. Like Darius or Corn will need a +2, but
I've got 2 rings already.
Me too.
is protection deflection or natural? That's deflection, right?
Protection's deflection.
Deflection, yeah.
Protection's deflection.
Let's do
next.
the other 2 armors real quick. +3 leather armor. +2 shadow leather armor.
Fox Shadow.
Gives me a bunch of sneak.
Stealth
I think
ones?
it's like it might be +5 to stealth.
I mean, that would make me really sneaky, so I guess I could take that.
What is Steven doing? I think it sounds like knocking is literally Steven slamming his igloo to the wall.
The hero.
So what was it called?
I know Eskimo Ree.
It's +2 shadow leather armor.
Right.
And shadow, let me get you what that is real quick.
And
That's actually +4 armor, because shadow's a +2 enchantment.
yeah,
Shadow is +5 to stealth checks.
right. I don't think the what is so I'd be losing one ace.
What?
I'm looking at my own
Oh,
shirt.
okay.
But chain shirt is a +4 on the base, so that means you lose 2, no, but that's 1 higher, so I lose 1.
Up to you.
No, I think 1 AC. I still.
You're cutting out real bad. I don't know if your mic's a little far away from you, or if you're just talking quietly.
It shouldn't be, but
Let me see if
That
you
seems
stop by
better.
now, but when you talk
Yeah.
quietly, you're definitely cutting out. Anyway.
yeah, fair enough. It's because I had the issues that Joe had. Like,
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
Oh, he was echoing once upon
yeah,
a
I
time.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think losing 1 AC is worth by stealth, so
Yeah,
I'll
that's fine.
take it.
There
that
is
bad boy on.
a belt of mighty constitution +2. If anybody's beltless.
Yeah, if anybody's beltless, that's that or the
I'm
dex. Are
beltless,
both real good.
actually.
Yeah,
I think.
they're +2 dex and +2 con are both great for anybody if you are not wearing a belt, because
Yeah, I'm
one
not wearing it
is
somewhere then.
one is +13 health and a fort save, and one is +1 AC and reflex save. Do you want the con or the
Also-
dex?
I'll take the con. I'd rather have the health.
Okay,
Well,
so
do
you
you,
get
what do you do for your touch spells?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
weapon
Yeah,
finessing your
you're-
touch spells?
your touch spells. would-
It's usually range, so it's always like.
Yeah, but even in melee, he's weapon finessing him because he has 7
Yeah.
strength. I honestly would recommend the dex.
Actually,
Or,
yeah.
If
I'll
you-
do that.
Weapon finessing your touch spells
Yeah, 'cause you-
and all that. Yeah. 'cause
Plus
it'll
one
give you-
It's
AC and
also
+1
1
to hit.
initiative.
And +1
Gotcha, yeah.
initiative and
And
+1
what
to
AC?
hit on all of your touch spells, so that's pretty goose. So you take the
Nice.
back. So does anybody else not have a belt? I want a belt to con +2.
I think we all have belts, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. There are a few +2 weapons. I don't think anybody's interested in. There's like a +2 scimitar, a +2 kukri, and a +2 returning spear. If anybody wants any of those,
Are there just those, or are there any like actual ranged weapons?
it's just those.
I'll
like
snag
a
the
smattering
spear.
of +1 weapons.
Well, actually, probably should.
Is it a
but
spear or is
way
it a
less
short
is
spear?
problem.
It is a spear, like the 10-foot reach spear.
Anything else?
2 more. The 2 kind of interesting pieces. There is a robe of bones,
This
which
one's really familiar.
it's a. I think it's come up before. It's a chest slot that lets you. I mean, I probably don't want this honestly. It
Except Hellbreath
has
might.
it has 6 different little figures on it, little bone figures, 2 of each, so 12 total. And you can bust off a figure and toss it and summon a copy of that figure. There's like CR1 skeleton, wolf skeleton, heavy horse skeleton, fast goblin zombie, tough human zombie, and plague ogre zombie. But the thing you summon is not under your control. It's just there, hating everybody in the general vicinity. So
Yeah.
That's so troll.
It is. I
I
don't know
can
about
hear
that.
Winter screaming in the distance.
I mean, if we have a
No!
we may as well take it because it may come up.
But if you,
I mean,
if
Yeah, fold it up.
it's
put it
a
in the
chest slot, you literally don't have anything on your
Oh.
chest right now.
bag. I don't have anything
so-
on my chest.
It's body actually, Robus body. You don't have anything
Oh,
there
okay.
either. But
Yeah.
like you can take it, and then if the situation rises, we're like, man, we could use a
Throw-
distraction card effect.
Yeah.
You could throw a plague ogre out.
Here's a plague ogre, bye. Or just throw all like a bunch of the little ones to like literally body block, like they can't walk through them. So yeah, I'll put that on.
So, for what it's worth, a plague ogre zombie is not nearly as cool as it sounds.
Nah, I figure they're all probably pretty dingus. This thing's only 2,400 gold, so they're
Yeah,
all gonna be
CR
not that good.
plague ogre zombie is CR2. That's the highest thing in there. It's big, so it takes up a 10 foot by 10 foot area, but it's
Hell
AC 10 with 33 health. Like it's
Yeah, it's
I
it's
mean,
literally get hit. Like,
Even
hit
if
that
it's just
thing,
a
not us.
distraction, it's just like seriously.
Yeah,
it's also
it's a-
not.
basically everything you'd be summing out. This is assorted varieties of distraction.
Yeah, you could ride like a bus too. Whoop whoop.
Probably trying to eat you the whole time, but you could possibly. And
What's it
then
gonna do? CR2.
we have an Iron Stone for everybody's
favorite.
nice little wayfinders, and it's a real good one. Dusty Rose Prism, +1 insight bonus to AC,
Explain.
which is less a question of are you taking it and more a question of who's getting it.
Not me.
Yeah,
I already
that's-
have one that's okay, and my AC's through the roof. I don't need it. One of you guys should take it.
It is a +1 insight bonus. I don't think anybody has an insight bonus to your AC, so it popped in your wayfinder. This is a +1 bonus to AC to whoever takes it.
I don't have a wayfinder, so you guys can
I
Mine's-
don't
have
have
it.
a wayfinder, but the other three you do.
Mine's pretty poopy. Mine's only DR1 magic.
4 of you.
Yeah.
Yours is
it's magic
almost
missile.
literally useless.
Yeah, mine's pretty much useless.
You say pretty. It's useless.
Huh?
It's just useless.
I mean, it's not.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it stops like wild
It
animals,
is by definition not useless.
but it's
Wait,
pretty
I thought
bad.
it was specifically DR1 magic missile.
No, it's DR1 magic.
Oh damn.
I mean, Magic Missile is the most overpowered spell in Pathfinder. That's why we have so many things that stops it.
So,
you wanna give it to
What's
Darius?
the name of my belt, by the way?
It's a belt
Belt
of
of what
incredible
dex?
dexterity +2.
Ah,
You can just
Yeah.
write belt of dex.
incredible.
incredible.
You can
dexterity.
I like it.
You can
Nah,
take
I'm
the
gonna do
stone,
it. I have
Darius,
everything.
or I can take it.
I would.
Like I don't have one at all,
Too.
but
You don't have anything?
like I didn't get an Iron Stone when you
Well,
guys
now
were
you have
doing
DR
that.
Magic
I didn't
1.
care for one. Yeah, it's. Oh, you.
Oh well, if you don't have one, you can have it. I don't care.
Because
I
Well,
mean,
he
what-
can take the
Have
DR
yours.
magic, dude. There's nothing
Yeah,
tying
you
it
can
to
take
him.
that
You
one
got-
and
we
give
we
him
could all
yours.
swap each other whenever we want.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Your preference, Cornel. You make the pick. I really don't care because I fight defensively all the time, so my AC is always kind of high. But always, I'm always down for one more. But if you need it, yeah, go for it.
I got wild armor now, so if I wild shape, my AC is kind of crazy because I still keep.
So this is
all
gonna
my
be
armor.
silly to you, Shemu. Cornel's AC is way fucking higher than yours. You should
Okay.
probably take it.
Well, I mean, like unbuffed, probably not.
That's
But
true.
I always cast bark skin on myself and that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You're
mine's
usually
not-
walking around at like AC 28 most of the time,
Just walking around, Jesus. I have
yeah,
to
because he usually has bark skin and stuff on, so he's usually at around AC 28.
Goes to 30 if I wild shape.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Okay, well,
Well, Shimmy should have been a tiefling, and also been a dex character.
I don't know, man. Monk OP.
It's hard
No,
to make
a
a monk
dex
that is
monk.
both extremely tanky and does a ton of damage. You kind of
Wow.
definitely being a strength monk, you went to the damage side of things. I mean, you can make a like late game, you can make a dex monk do a lot, but early game a dex monk is gonna punch and be sad.
And it also depends
he's-
on what
he's gonna be very
enchantments
tanky.
are open to us. Which
That's true. If you can,
you
if I
don't
can
let
just
it,
throw
you don't let us get
if I just throw you agile, ambulance, and mighty fist,
or what's that other one? The wisdom version. That's insane. I don't know.
Guided.
guided
that's
is
it.
stupid, and you
Yeah.
never getting guided. Guided is dumb. Guided should not exist.
Feels good to be a monostat class.
Anyway, that
Take
is
it,
all
Samuel.
the business that Elder Lythene can give you.
Oh, so you want the DR1 magic one that I have?
will stick it in my pocket for no reason if it'll make you feel better. Yes.
All right.
Hold on, I think it's
Float that shit.
A little bit more.
Now, so where do I put this extra AC? Is this deflection?
It's an insight
It is a
bonus, but there
miscellaneous.
isn't
So I
actually
give
a slot to put it
miscellaneous.
in miscellaneous, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it applies to everything. Oh, here we go. There are
Sweet.
two more. There are two more things. I knew there was slightly more. I think there might be slightly more than that, actually. Because this is actually, believe it or not, spread everywhere. Because he just offers you whatever's left in the Mysterium. So I'm having to scroll through a bunch of stuff real quick.
Have to find all the stuff we didn't steal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Because everything you don't steal gets offered to you anyway. Because they're like, on the off chance your party is not literally garbage and doesn't just rob the Mysterium blind.
Did we not return the stuff we robbed when we left? I mean, I wasn't here.
No. I don't think
Assholes.
It just never came up. We didn't even think about it.
I don't give a fuck if it didn't come up. You gotta bring it up. What a bunch of assholes.
So it's just like a stone, and just having the stone
Okay.
gives me AC. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes. Having it in your wayfinder gives you +1 AC. Because it lets you,
You
literally
can also
lets you see
float
like,
it around your head.
it
but
lets you see
that's-
like half a second into the future.
Oh,
So
that's really good for
that
a
makes you a little bit better at dodging.
He is
So
actually Dragon Ball Z now.
we have 3 more items.
Oh.
Ring of Ferocious Action. Allows you to persevere through physical or mental trauma that would hamper your actions. If you are staggered, you can ignore your stagger for up to 5 rounds once per day. Not fantastic, but if you don't have 2 rings, it's
I don't have 2 rings.
strictly positive.
It
Yeah, you
fits.
can have it. Yeah. You
Ring
can
of
have
what?
I have 2 rings.
Ring
so.
of Ferocious Action.
Right.
There is a Candle of Clean Air, which when lit repels any sort of smoke or cloud effects. I don't know, cloud kill. And a 5-foot radius. 5-foot radius means it clears a 10-foot area.
Yeah, I was just taking that.
Would that work on a sandstorm?
Yeah, it's not magical. It absolutely works on a sandstorm.
Just a bubble of clean air that the sandstorm.
And actually,
will
against
over.
anything over a third level spell, it just gives you a +4 resistance bonus to your saving throw. So it's +4 minus whatever your cloak is. But
we should
also,
let-
if you're around the candle, you get a +4 deflection bonus to your AC against any creatures with the air subtype. And it burns in 5. It can burn for up to 5 minutes total in 1 minute increments. And once all 5 are used, the candle's gone.
Okay, I mean.
It's not
well,
not
I mean,
bad.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of giving it to the old lady.
Oh yeah.
It's not like it's super useful. We can handle a sandstorm. She's so
I mean, it
old
burns
and
for
shitty
5
that, like,
minutes. So like versus a
No, she's not
sandstorm,
gonna go through the whole sandstorm, but it's like she's slow as fuck.
that's
Like,
true.
give us a chance to try and figure something out, or like get her fucking
Yeah, just give her five minutes for us to
be safe.
to set up a spell or something to stop the sandstorm from murdering this old woman.
Yeah, because I mean, like we can handle a sandstorm, but she's so old that it's like I don't know, man. She got hit by like 3 specks of sand, and she's gonna die.
And the last thing is the Lens of Detection, which is a straight upgrade from Eyes of the Eagle.
Hi.
It gives you
Well-
+5 perception, +5 survival when tracking or following a trail.
Are we cool with me taking that?
Yeah, of course.
It's literally just
Go
a
for
straight
it,
upgrade
yeah.
to what you're currently using.
I have to wonder.
One of you guys should take my Eyes of the Eagle.
It's eye slot. It's just +5 perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
somebody who already
Um,
has perceptions will
I
take
have
it.
to wonder if his perception gets so high, will it do the same thing that happened to
I mean, my perception's not gonna
Nethys?
get higher.
No, but I'm saying, will the same thing happen to Nethys? He just perceives all of reality, just like Nethys just divined all of reality.
You can see what's happening in a
Literally
different country.
become the all-seeing eye.
Well, like,
You
no,
can
you
Yeah,
possibly
I
perceive
fucking
self.
Sauron.
You can
You're-
live the dream of getting a high enough perception modifier. You can make the perception check to see the sky. You're getting closer every day.
That's amazing. But no, like, imagine your perception gets so high, you can actually perceive, like, Cthulhu. Like, it doesn't just make you crazy. You're like, oh, I can understand that.
Hey, we
I
can
think that would
perceive
have
him.
the
We just make
opposite
it fair.
effect. I think the better you perceive
Yeah, that-
Cthulhu, the more crazy you're gonna be.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of
that's-
depends. It's
That's
like,
how that works.
well, is it though?
If he perceives him how Cthulhu perceives himself, then it won't drive him crazy.
The
'Cause
issue isn't
he does
perception.
that.
Yeah,
the
does,
issue is
does it let you
understanding.
see more of the fog or see through the fog?
I don't
Because
know.
like looking at Cthulhu with true sight is way worse than looking at Cthulhu without true sight.
Wait, oh wait, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I didn't know
It's
that.
not
That's
seeing,
I'm
it's
just kidding.
understanding that gives the problem.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
It doesn't matter how well you
Theoretically, I
can
could
see it if
make
it's
the perception
incomprehensible.
I have
Yeah.
a fan of this. Like, it's like seeing Cthulhu and like connecting with him on any level makes you go crazy. And it's like, yeah, he's just a big octopus, but like,
Yeah, it's like he's just
why
a
is he
big
so
octopus
scared?
due to the wings.
Yeah, he's
What's
just
the
like a
matter?
guy with wings and an octopus for a head.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
For what it's worth, Gratian, I mean, you have been able to for a while, but in combat, in a pinch, can consistently make the perception check to just see people that are invisible.
Yeah, his invisibility
And
is
them
fine.
trees.
It does take
It's
a
so
move
dumb.
action to use perception in combat and stop and look, but
Yeah.
you can definitely see people that are invisible in combat. You
Just
have
you
I still
remember
have
that.
acute senses as a spell too. If you ever
Yeah,
want
I
an
mean, you
extra
can just-
20.
if you just want to have plus 52 to your perception, here you go.
Feels good, man.
All right, so that is actually the last of what Lightning has. I've gone back up and down this several times. I'm pretty sure that's everything.
Is he
So-
giving us the extend rod?
Yeah,
Extendong.
Oh yeah, that's already in my list.
he's giving
I
you
have
a Donkey Kong.
yeah, that's sitting in my list. I now have silent and extend. I
Oh, god
technically
damn it, I
have-
found another one.
Hey,
Lol.
I technically have
Hey.
I technically have maximized, but that's in the Dreamlands.
I'm glad I scrolled back through this again. That's seriously, it's literally everywhere for the whole Mysterium. An arrow of slaying, no.
Ah,
Are
damn.
you serious?
Yes. You guys want an arrow of slaying, no?
I'll take it for one day when I'll have my revenge.
You stab him with the arrow. Fuck shooting
Yeah.
him.
Give it to me and I'll throw it at him.
Here's
Yeah.
an interesting
No, no,
one.
I'll,
Right, bullseye.
Here's an
I'll,
interesting one. Bracers of steadiness. Tortoiseshell bracers that fit so snugly against your wrist, it's like you're not even wearing anything. And when you take 20 on a skill check for a skill that relies on your hands, like, I don't know, disable device, you get a +5 on that check.
Hot.
I mean,
You don't have bracers, do you? So it's
no,
fine.
yeah, I mean, you pretty much just told us who's supposed to take it.
I mean, I don't know what else you'd use this for. It's just like braces
Yeah.
of being a thief.
Wait,
'cause it's like,
Does use magic device count as using your hands?
yeah, we
no,
can't take
using
20.
magic device is using your. And
Oh,
you
you
can't take
can't.
20 use magic device ever, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
disable device is already the poster child for use magic device, the skill.
Yeah.
If I learn Braille, can I get the bonus
Shut
applied
up.
to like my profession merchant and stuff?
No, shut up.
What?
No,
I
shut
mean,
up.
if
I
you
mean,
were
you're
like-
using your hands.
If you were like using linguistics to forge something or something, I could see.
Yeah, I would definitely
using-
apply it to that. Like, if you have anything
Yeah.
you can make a legitimate argument for it's made on your hands, like, yeah, linguistics to make a forgery, I'd totally give it to you.
I'm glad Larkin's
I'd even
gonna
give
be
it to
wearing,
you on, like, a disguise check.
I'm glad Larkin's gonna be wearing like 2 fucking Jeb Bush figurines on his arms. Slow and steady are in the stories, boys.
Okay, that is actually the last of the loot. There is no more Mysterium items that they still had laying around.
Give it about
But,
2.5 minutes.
Nope, I closed
The
You
the
should,
PDF.
you should just
rod
close the
is
fucking
a
shit
normal
now.
rod.
so
I
if
did.
there's
I closed the
anything-
PDF. That's it. That's everything that's in the room.
It's gonna feel bad when he left something super cool behind.
I mean, the super cool thing was the Dusty
Pistol
Rose
the
Iron.
infinite sky sitting out.
Well, never.
No, the Dusty Rose Iron,
Wondering.
Iron Prism and the Brinks of Protection +2 and the Cloak of Resistance +2 are the big ones. And it's not like you missed all this in Mysterium. Most of this was added in the loot pile, and the ones I had to go dig for were the ones that were left behind. So, with that, are you ready?
Are you?
I'm definitely ready.
I'm ready.
I
Or
guess
this
we're
Sunday
ready.
night.
I feel like we're prepared.
Um,
Let's go save the world, boys.
Well, if you're ready, the 6 of you head back out in front of the Mysterium with Elder Lythane. And join hands for a greater teleport. And one instant, you're taking your last look around at what is nearly the height of civilization. A city rivaled only possibly by Absalom in magnitude and pure splendor. And the next instant, that view is replaced by sand. sand, dunes, occasional outcroppings of rock and cracked flats in every direction around you. And nearby at hand, a small settlement, maybe a quarter the size of Thrushmore, where a desert tribe ekes out their living here on the distant fringes of the parched lands. They do have camels, so that's good.
Wonderful.
It would have sucked if we showed over here and there were no camels.
Elder Lythine looks around for a moment and takes one last moment to wish you well on your journey before using a second casting of Greater Teleport to return himself to Kathir. So, here you are. 2 weeks, slow trudge ahead of you. It's easy to strike a deal with these desert, well, the edges of, I guess, what is mostly a nomadic society, because they do, in fact, just kind of live in one place. And although they don't have camels that are designated for sale or anything, you can imagine literally no trade comes through here. And you're the first since, well, probably that story you read of Upianchi to come through here and try to head into Ruzavan. But they do have some stock they're willing to lend you, and through their shock and awe at your own appearance and gear, for 150 gold, they can give away 150 gold a head. They can give away 3 pieces of their livestock, and you can get 3 camels to head into the parched lands.
I suppose that'll do.
And with that, there's nothing left to do but head forward. The journey through the desert
Trekking
is
time.
not entirely featureless, and with the rest of the afternoon into the evening, where Cornell casts, I forgot the name of the spell again.
Grove of Respite.
Grove
Yeah.
of Respite. A cast of Grove of Respite to give yourselves and the camels time to restock and restore and rest. Break out the tents and rest of the night and continue on a second day of the journey. You pass through great windswept mesas of nearly sheer rock with just flurries of sand blowing across them. And later on the day, through massive gulches and canyons carved by long extinct rivers that occasionally snake their way through this expanse. Sometimes going is difficult. Deep, loose sand is challenging to traverse, even for the hardiest of livestock. And dunes are never easy to neither crawl over nor go around, looking as if they were mountains in their own right, purely by size. At other times, it's just rocks, scattered outcroppings, ridges, as if you were walking through what's barely a desert at all. One thing that holds true is the oppressive heat during the day and the bitter cold at night. No signs of relief for either. You pass through a second day in the parched lands, seeing not the barest hint of a sign of life. It's as if even insects and scorpions don't bother to come this far. No birds fly overhead. It's simply barren. You use Grove of Respite, you break out the tents, you camp for another night. You have not yet reached the first landmark on Aki's guide, which simply says, travel south, due south, until you find not a gulch, but a rise of rock, a sheer cliff, and one specific channel heading through. Well, the third day, you don't see that but you do start to pass from more of sand and dunes into more of mesas and rocks. And halfway through the day, you notice the first thing that looks even remotely interesting. Up on a ridge of stone to the east, a few hundred feet off of your path, are two markers. Both of them seem to be rough-hewn obelisks. Clearly, this was not done by nature. From this distance, you can't tell what they may imply, but Gratian, you could certainly see that a message of some variety has been sent. A decayed Gertablilu is impaled upon the smaller of the two spires. Its blood long since congealed into a dark mass running down the side of the rock facing you. Do you want to go investigate? Or do you want to continue south?
What do our instructions say?
Yeah, probably going south would be the best bet. Stopping for anything here might be hazardous, because we did only buy rations for an amount of time, though we do have the spell to rest.
You have a pretty safe amount of rations. You have 40 days of rations per person, and it should take you about 2 weeks one-way trip. So,
Yeah.
combined with the fact that you're not even going through rations at a full pace because you have the free meals from Grove of Respite, I mean, it's only a few hundred feet away. It's not like it's an hour's journey. You come around a corner of rock and you see this maybe like 2 football fields off to the east. It's not like desperately in the distance.
Yeah. Up
But
to
it
you
is
You can
guys.
entirely
easily
up to
get
you.
back on track.
Fortunately, this
Yeah.
is not featureless sand. There's enough rock here that, yeah, it's not like you would lose your place heading over there, pending some sort of serious shenanigans.
Does Calculate have anything to say about it?
I only advise that we make haste to the city, but the deserts contain perils of their own. Perhaps it merits investigation, but perhaps not. I've no strong opinion one way or the other.
I vote we continue on our way and hope to get to the city at a good time.
If no one's too interested in going, I'm with Calculate. We can go either way.
I'm leaning more towards checking it out, but if nobody else wants to, I'm fine with leaving
I
it.
kind of want to check it out too.
All right.
I mean, at worst, there's nothing there. And at
It's a
best,
small waste of
it'll,
time.
Maybe have some extra supplies or something.
Odds are it won't
Had
be
to put
that bad.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to put the thing there, and we have these instructions. But perhaps if we met someone that was friendly, they could help us. Who knows?
So the decision is made to investigate the obelisks. You take your camels and trudge the short distance to the east. And as you approach, you can see the larger of the two obelisks is covered in writing. At the top, large, much larger than the rest of the text, and in common, is written, "These sacred territories contain a slumbering evil. Turn back. The wardens suffer no trespass."
Well, that sounds pretty ominous.
Below that,
That sounds like fighting words.
below that, and surrounding all 4 sides of this square spire, is a language nobody understands. But it appears to be a series of inscriptions that were done over such a long time that, though the stone is nearly covered, as these inscriptions spiral around the stone, by the time they've gone the full way, the full circumference, the oldest of the inscriptions has almost nearly entirely eroded away. This is a stone that has been used to record something over what could be centuries. Although in these deserts, possibly significantly less.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but just for clarity's sake, now that I have the ability, Tongue of Sun and Moon, to speak and understand all living things, that doesn't apply to reading.
It does
things.
not apply to reading, no. You
No.
cannot read this. You can communicate with any creature that has language,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you can't
Just
read
making
this.
sure. Just.
Can I read it? Because I speak in rock.
It is
I
not
can
inherent.
use common. I
could
can
have
use
a
comprehend
bonus.
languages.
You can use comprehend languages. That would work.
I will use comprehend languages.
Does anyone have linguistics?
Well, comprehend languages is like that in spell form. So, with comprehend languages, you cast that on yourself, and you realize that these are dates. The dates spiral around the stone and go back nearly 300 years to the furthest, most eroded ones you can see. The dates appear to be, as they proceed around this pillar, sequential. And for the most part of the writings, the dates appear to be about 5 days apart between each entry. However, the most recent entry is a month and a half ago.
And do I see any relevance to it?
No, it's just dates.
Just dates.
Is there any evidence around, like bones, bodies, something buried?
Well, there is, of course, the decaying Gertz of Blilo impaled on the other obelisk, whose blood has pretty much coated the obelisk itself. So I think anything is carved onto this stone without cleaning it, you wouldn't be able to see it. The corpse is rotting, but hosts no flies or maggots, only what appear to be very tiny mites that persist here in the desert.
Did we use survival or heal to try and guess how long it's been here?
So, are you saying he might be decomposing?
Oh, fuck off.
You can, God damn it. You can use heal, yes. That's one of the written uses of heal, is trying to estimate how long something has been dead. So you can certainly use heal.
Fuck you guys, that was good. As far as
Whatever you say.
It was okay, I guess.
Don't lie to him. It was bad.
He's definitely
You're
dead.
bad.
So I have bad news, friends, and I hope this doesn't cause us issues. The D20 site either just went completely down for me or my browser's dying. Because I'm just...
That's not good.
Seems fine to me.
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think my
can see that
browser's
stuff.
dying. I may need to, when I take a break here in a second, restart all my Chrome windows because oh wow, yeah, dice are rolling at like 2 FPS.
Oh shit.
That's
My
probably
Chrome
not
just-
helping him.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Chrome just broke completely. That's okay. I just like I
Good
don't need to
job,
start this
Joe.
second. So
I was helping.
with your heal check,
Idiot.
you can determine this scorpion creature has only been here maybe the better part of a week, but exposure to the desert elements and the heat has decayed it at an incredibly rapid rate. But it has not been here for terribly long.
So, with comprehend languages, I would know what the language is, right?
Not necessarily. You'd just be able to read the language.
Okay. Like, I wouldn't know what it
It
belongs
doesn't
to.
tell you exact what the language is. No, just
Damn.
you can understand it.
My thoughts are this probably belongs to the I
Ordens.
forgot what they're called. No, the other race that we found in the stories.
The giants.
Yeah. This could very possibly belong to them, which running into them would be a very bad time.
How hard does it seem to be to clean the blood off of the other one?
With manual labor, could take some effort. Who knows? With magic, not very hard. Prestidigitation exists.
Alright, I'll cast that.
So it would still take you repeated castings of prestidigitation to clean up blood and gore so caked on the stone. But as you clear it away, the second obelisk does not seem to have any of these dates or any other carvings in this language or anything. It simply has one word scrawled into the front face of the thing. And it's scrawled very crudely, unlike the other stone, which seems to be fairly well kept. It's in common, and it was carved very large by a not very dexterous hand. It's simply one word. Weak.
I was really hoping it was gonna be fine.
That would actually been really funny. Like, none of us know what the word is. It's like, what's this? It's like, I don't know. But, that is definitely a bad sign.
It could be that it was her on. It's a she or they're all she's, right?
Earth of Lilu?
Yeah, like don't they all?
I'd
have
tell you
female
if I could
prompts?
Google it.
Oh,
I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure they're an entire race of Scorpions. I mean, it's matriarchal, probably, but I'm pretty sure they have both genders of Earth of Lilu.
okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna assume that its tribe left it out here, and that's why it says weak.
Possibly.
Sacrifice or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But
I fucking hate the internet and humanity. What the?
Uh,
Google Gerta Blilu and tell me what the first result is.
spell Gerta Blue and show me what the first result is.
Do I want to look at this? Probably not.
no.
You don't have to click on it, just literally
That's
look at what it
amazing.
is.
That's fucking hilarious.
I
Wait,
hate humanity.
so I'm just googling it.
I
Yeah,
hope it's
I-
porn. It better
Oh,
be porn.
well.
If it's not porn, I'm gonna be mad.
I
That's
can't
pretty
load
funny.
the page, so let's do this. Let's take a break real
close
quick
enough.
because it's been about 2 hours anyway,
Almost porn.
and I need to restart all of my Chrome windows. My Chrome has completely eaten shit and died, and I can't load anything. And that's gonna kind of be a humongous problem for
Okay.
purposes of streaming. So I'm gonna restart all these Chrome
Absolutely.
windows.
Humongous.
I'm
Have
gonna
you
take a break
tried
real quick.
Microsoft Edge?
Shut up. Well, let's all
Internet
go
Explorer still around too.
P or whatever. It's not. It's Microsoft Edge now.
Oh wow, I'm fucking dated.
Yeah, you're old.
Oh my god, I'm...
Anyway, give me a couple minutes. I'll be RB. P break or whatever. And then more desert shenanigans. bad news. I don't know how to make Google Chrome behave. I did what I could do. And what I could do was unfortunately kind of just restart it and sort of hope it's working out.
It just,
And
But
Yeah.
yeah, he is weirdly shaped. He's like a pyramid shape in all the comics. It's weird.
Pyramid head?
Or like
No.
a spike. What? We want to talk about Silent Hill? Okay. I mean, that's not the only thing dumb about him in the comics. Motherfucker walks around in a fucking tight ass pair of boxers
It's true.
and some boots. Like, yeah, his comic version looks kind of stupid, but whatever.
Tell me if you guys can load this page. Load that page and see if it works.
It wasn't when I was trying before on D20.
Okay.
I jumped over to Nethys.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
I'll
it
just-
is not
Oh
working
yeah,
for me.
No.
it's not
Okay.
working for me as
So
well.
it's not just me. It's not the entire site.
Yeah, it
it's not
actually
just
just
some
shut
of
down.
it is. Okay. Because I can get the Good
but-
page up now.
Yeah, well, the Nethys page
Oh, there it
specifically,
goes.
when it
finally
says
went through for me.
Gartablilu, it says spear-wielding woman.
Yeah, that's the
As a
description. It
description.
does say spear-wielding woman. I'm,
Should be the more common ones, I guess.
Scorpions come out of eggs, don't they?
yes.
So yeah, they could just be a bunch of ladies that hatch a bunch of lady eggs.
Asexual.
Yeah, they just spit
Asexual
out
reproduction.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just set
asexual
up
egg laying
baby-
is possible.
baby leg.
Yeah, I see nothing that specifies, other than I see the description is the body of a spear-wielding woman rises from the front of a monster, just a huge scorpion. But I don't see anything that actually distinguishes whether or not they are all 100% female, or if they just give you that description because the females are what like you generally run into. So I'm gonna say they're not an exclusively female race.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
probably male
the
characters, you just
historical
don't-
version of said creature is both male and female, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're both races. It's just generally the females are what you're gonna encounter.
I'm sorry, did you say historical?
Yeah, not real, but like myth.
Mythological?
Well, myths are still historical. They're not accurate, but it is historical.
Yeah, I guess so.
And mythological.
Just the way you
are
worded that, I
larger.
thought you were saying like these monsters that existed a long time ago. It's like, wait a second, like
So to
more-
answer
more of
our
these monsters that
question,
were written about a long
To
time ago.
answer our question, no, they are not exclusively female, is what I'm gonna go with. So
Uh-huh.
you guys are at the 2 obelisks.
I believe we should get back on path and leave.
Yeah, I'm with you. It didn't seem to be much here.
Yeah, I think just bad things will happen if we continue to fuck with this.
Like, interesting lore point. Let's go.
I see the writing on the wall, literally, the body on the obelisk.
Got him.
So, you
That
got
was a lot better than
Continuing.
the stupid things in said. Lol.
You continue your journey, and the rest of the day passes by uneventful. On the 3rd day, you've moved into what is only a desert by definition. It's rocky, barren, and inhospitable. You're constantly trying to climb over and around the various crags, and the only real respite you have is that when you stick to the canyons and the valleys, the searing wind and what bits of sand it does carry mostly pass harmlessly above. But still, you've not seen anything reminiscent of the first guide, the first landmark. You're still just trying to stick to as due south as possible as you navigate these crags. As you pass through one brief, relatively open area where some sand has settled on the stone, make me a survival check, which I believe would go to Cornwall.
Gracians is really good too, but
both of you.
Yeah, I actually don't know which one of us is better at this point.
Well, both roll it. Let's take whatever's higher.
Well, all you, buddy.
Holy shit.
wow, holy fuck, a 2 and a 7, magic.
I might just have to fully restart my computer.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
like-
you definitely still got lag. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not gonna work. If it takes 5 seconds for a d20 to roll, and it rolls at 1 FPS. So
Yeah, you may as well do it now. Save
yeah,
time.
I gotta bite the bullet now, I guess. So we
Yeah,
just
I mean,
get
it
back
sucks,
from
but-
break. It's
Yeah.
shitty, but Chrome just literally pooped its pants, and I went into Task Manager and killed every little bit of Chrome, and it's still pooping its pants. So This is gonna require a computer restart. So chat and friends, I will be right back. I'm gonna fully restart my PC and I'm gonna fix the problem. So BRB again real quick.